says there's one that says upcoming. It should be on in a minute.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
It's live.
It's
It's live.
Yeah, we're live.
Go ahead, right?
Yeah, we good.
All right, let's go and do this. You know? Can you hear clear, yeah?
Yeah, we good, man.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
We're going to give all praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
by Shem, Yahushai, by Shem,
Rakakadosh.
Rakakadosh. Double honors to the elders and apostles of great most and I rule well. And Shalom to the hopeful elect of Israel, man. The Israelites are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics. And those that are scattered upon the earth, man. Go back a bit, yeah? Those that scattered upon the earth that fit the biblical prophecies, the characteristics, you know, and the mannerisms of the Israelites, and more specifically those that believe, man, in Yahushai, this truth. You're Israelite, man, right? And the Lord's called us to repent, right? To preach the gospel, to prophesy the truth of the end times, the major prophecies of World War III, right? The coming of the Lord, the Messiah, Yahushai, as a so-called black man, right? What else prophecies? Jacob's trouble, the trouble and chaos that's coming in. And also, one of the major prophecies, before the return of the Lord, is the MARK, man, which is known in the scriptures in Revelations 13:16, the mark of the beast, man, right? Yeah, so we're going to go into some prophecies, but I've got some like breaking news and stuff like that. Let me go and check up quickly. In a few, it says, you know, you still got the Russian and Ukraine war. Got one here in the Live Guardian 5 hours ago. Russia and Ukraine war. Moscow intensifying attacks amid rumor of major Ukraine counter. Click it. Yeah, that's it. Counter attacks, basically. What else we got here? The first one, it says in the BBC News, energy bills, middle earners will need help with rising prices too, says Chancellor. So a lot of things are going on, man. You know, a lot of people are suffering in the UK of the cost of living. You know, you had what is it? Universal credit giving people free bills, £326 or whatever to households. I think the next one's coming next month. So people are struggling out here, man. Prices for gas, it's all fucked up, man. And it's going to lead into a famine, man. Right? And guess what? When prices of things go up, the cost of living, people get more, you know, agitated, you know, mad. You know, it causes more friction in the homes. Domestic violence is going to increase. Arguments, fights. People become more selfish, cold-hearted. Yeah, scheming on people. Yeah, being covetous and jealous. Oh, he's got more than me. Yeah, the next thing you know, they're going to break into people's houses, man. That's what's going to happen, and we're going to read the scriptures.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Yeah, measure the time. Calculate the time you're in, man. Acknowledge the time you're in. Yeah, we're not living in no fairy tale fantasy where everything is blessed. No, it's not, man. Pain and suffering is right at the door. Yeah, pain and suffering is out the door. Crisis in living, man. Yeah. Yeah. So you got to measure the time. You got to acknowledge the time you're in is the last days. If you're in this planet now in 2022 and you can't see that we're in the last days, you're lost, man.
Lost.
Yeah.
Lost.
The Spirit had it last week. We were talking about what? Generation Z. Yeah. Generation Z meaning what? The last generation, man. Like the brother said, Aman said, for the Spirit, can you see these people being the parents of today? Remember what you said, Art?
Yeah,
can you see
now.
Can you see these young mothers and these young boys being the parents of today with all colourful dreads? These millennials that believe in, you know the political correctness bullshit of gender pronouns. You know, feminism, face tats, yeah, colourful dreads. These factory niggas, man.
Yeah.
That all they believe is twerking, OnlyFans,
Factory. Yeah,
TikTok,
go ahead.
social media. Yeah, no intelligence in them. There's no spark in them. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just cooning and just gyrating. That's what they do. There's no
Yeah.
intellect amongst them.
For real.
But they're not serious.
Dry bones.
Yeah,
Go on,
dry
go on,
bones. They're not serious. They're just empty.
Empty,
The
man.
scriptures speak about the congregation of the dead.
Yeah.
Like I said, they're just like bones, man. They ain't
Get
got no
Isaiah
knowledge.
30. Isaiah 30. Yeah, so look, bro. There. Get Isaiah 30, yeah? And did you have something that you were still holding?
I can jump to it.
Okay.
Yeah. Isaiah 30
Yeah.
and verse 1, yeah?
Yeah.
From the top.
Go on, eh?
It's Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord. That
Which are
take-
who? The Israelites. You know, go ahead.
So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans.
That's it. That's right.
12 tribes, man.
Yeah. Which are rebellious. And you know, it's funny because today is a fucking carnival.
Carnival.
That's one of the carnivals. That's like one of the most rebellious days, man.
Yeah.
Today, this is a fucking exciting time for 2/3. Which we've been there over the years. But you don't want to even be in that place, man. It's full of fucking debauchery, man.
Reveling.
Debauchery, reveling, bullshit.
Wickedness.
Whoredom, yeah.
So that's here is the end of the world, but then niggas are partying to the high heavens. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening, bro. Anyway, but go on, read that again. That's the rebellious children, man. Go on.
It says, woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord.
Yeah.
That take counsel, but not of me.
Yeah, they take counsel, but not of the Lord. So you was referring to those fucking monsters that you were talking about. Those monsters. They don't think about the Lord, man. Those monsters tattoos under their lip
come on.
and they're under their eye.
Yeah.
Prolific.
Yeah, on the angle.
You know, someone even get them tattoos referring to God. I love God or something.
Yeah,
like,
all that
but you
bullshit.
show that by getting your eyebrow tattooed.
Yeah.
It's
You know?
against the scriptures.
Or whatever, innit? Just niggas just, you know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah.
It's, like, it's got demonic.
But it's rebellious.
It's rebellion.
That's what it comes
'Cause
down
that's
to.
against the word too. All these things. So that's they take counsel but not of the Lord, man. Go on, eh?
It says,
Y'all take counsel but not of the Lord, man. Meaning y'all fucking do your counsels of your. You know, niggas have their own counsels. Because whatever feels right to them is their counsel.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, with us, like, yeah, we might fuck up, but then you get judged by according to what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? So that's our counsel. Niggas, they deal with their own counsels. What feels right to them. Go ahead.
Got a quick precept on the law, yeah?
Go on.
Leviticus 19, verse...
You're speaking anyway. I'll just, go on.
Yeah,
Go on.
yeah.
Go on, eh?
Leviticus 19, verse 28.
Yeah.
You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead.
Yeah, tattoos. R.I.P. R.I.P. This. You know, they who slaughter their arms with R.I.Ps. That's it. But you know, it's a spirit because it says not to make cuttings of anything unto the dead. But it's funny because when you know it's funny because even that tattoo culture, a lot of it is like
Based on the dead.
dead.
Yeah.
It's based on
RP, Nan, all of that.
yeah, or you know skulls, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's basically you're not supposed to do that pretty much. Now go on.
Nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord, Yahweh by Shemel Shai.
No print marks upon you, but that's actually cool today. You know, and it's funny because even the whole tattoo culture is another way of even like it's like women like it too.
Yeah.
He's got his neck and
Yeah,
you know,
covered with tats.
so a lot of that is based around that too, like women and all that shit too. It's true. It looks cool, so
Become
dudes will
fashion,
do whatever's cool for the broads and all that as well. You know. But back in the days, not everyone had tattoos. No one did the sleep. There was certain people that had tattoos. You know what I mean? Certain people, maybe it might have been in the army or whatever. Like, go ahead.
And even like back in the days, I was kind of like learning like America when like women had tattoos. They used to call it tramp stamp.
Okay.
Like, it used to be like a sign to tell that she was a hoe.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone that's rebellious because she likes slashing herself or printing marks.
And now it's regular.
Yeah, it's regular now. They used to call it tramp stamp. Yeah.
Well, you know it's funny because what's evil today is evil last 2 years ago is good today.
Oh, woe into...
What's good 20 years
Isaiah,
ago,
yeah,
what was bad is great today. Go ahead, bro.
21,
Go
I
on,
think,
that. Go on, that.
It says,
go on.
it says, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Yeah, so that's what these jakes do. They add sin to sin. They don't cover with the covering of the word, man. So that was going into even what you were saying about the, basically that generation of today.
Generation Z, yeah.
They,
The last
man,
one,
this generation, they're so far gone from the Lord. It's unbelievable, man. At least prior generations, even though they were demons, you know, it was a different mentality, which they were 2/3 anyway. You know, it got worse till today. Today is like the fucking. This is Sodom and Gomorrah on steroids, man. The sin on top of sin to the high heaven, bro. So anyway, go ahead, bro. Go on.
It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh.
Yeah, they strengthen themselves by the strength of Esau, man. What Esau says. That's what everyone does, right? And Jake love Esau, man. Even until now, all this shit that's happened in this world, motherfuckers still, you know, like still are running by his program, his system. They want to figure out, Jake, we think, like, you know, you might have a community leader who've got to come together, this, that, and the other. But they do that and they get on fucking Edomite panels.
Yeah.
Esau pays for their panel. You know what I'm trying to say? It's ridiculous, man. So really, anything you do, even when Jake used to fight against Esau in this world, you run to him for the help. Whereas with us, we're doing it through Yahweh Shai, man. We don't ask him. We don't want no funding. We're doing it through the Spirit, which is the Lord's word. We aren't asking Esau for nothing. We're telling him you're going down according to the prophecy, man. Right. But you know these Jakes, when shit happens, and you might have a community gathering, it's still on the Esau spirit.
Yeah, like remember that TV show we watched, The Talk, when all the Jakes were complaining about what the
race and all that.
But they're using Esau's platform.
Esau's platform. See? You're on his shit, man. You don't understand the Bible, man. You don't understand the position you're in according to the word, man. But guess what? The scripture said you still run down to Egypt for help. Y'all run to fucking David Cameron. Yeah. Look up David Cameron's father, man. David Cameron. You find out a lot of these politicians and stuff, they fucking had you in slavery. The same ones you vote for today had you in slavery. Look up their grandparents and fathers, man. And I saw something about David Cameron this week. It was, you know, I can't remember all the details on his father, but his father's super corrupt. He's a real demon. He's super corrupt, bro.
And it was Jamaica trying to ask for reparations from him, innit?
Yeah, from David Cameron when he was and he said I think he even said we ain't even giving them.
So that shows you the spirit of Esau right there.
Yeah.
But fuck the reparations anyway, because you know everything has to be by blood, man. You know, Revelations was it 13:9? Hear that having it here. Those that lead into captivity must go into captivity. Those that kill with the sword must be killed with the sword, man. You know.
Read that again, man.
It says.
Read from where you was. And then go back to what you had for him as well.
That walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yeah, so these niggas get strong by the strength of Pharaoh, man. Like, by the power of Esau. Wow. It's true, man. And you know what's going on now? The way the world is, it shows you more and more the ones that believe in the Lord are the ones that are going to be delivered, man. Because 2/3 are just gone. They wax worse. They're gone from when they're born. As soon as they can start formulating words. You see these young little chicks. I'll be seeing some young girls, they're like lesbians at 11.
Yeah.
Done, bro.
At that age.
Little lesbians at 11. You know, dudes are all effeminate as a child. It's fucked up, man. I see some of it. It's like their idols are the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's and all that. But that's their idols. And because the way the world is now as well, these phones are like, you can write letters on them, you know, you can fucking watch anything, you can see what the world's like on the phone. You don't even have to live it by the flesh. You can just see how Panama is right now. You can see right now, you can Google Earth Panama right now. See everything. So it's just all fucked up, man. It's a bizarro internet generation, man. Then they got access to all these stupid online Instagrams and all these stupid fucking online things, you know? Not even living in reality. Go on.
This is Isaiah 3:9. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom.
Well, that's what it is. See, but now that's cool. It's accepted now. Even the rap lyrics, the rap lyrics is fucking abominable. Yeah. You see some of these rap lyrics, it's shit that wouldn't have been said 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It's abominable. Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, all it rap. What's that dude? Little Nas X.
Oh gosh.
That abominations, but that's what sells. And then you know these niggas, you know what they'll say? No, but they're doing their thing though.
he's
Why?
getting money.
No, but that's what it is.
Exactly,
That's what. Yeah.
He's getting money.
See, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
he's doing your thing. They're doing their thing. You know what they're really saying about it? That they're getting money. So really, they respect the money. They don't care what you did to get it. They respect the money.
That's it. No morals.
Which Esau's face is on the money.
Exactly.
Esau's the one that's printing the money. It shows you who their God is,
Yep.
who they worship.
That's right.
You know, that's what they're doing. But the scriptures tell you, you know, when you sell your soul, right, what shall a man give in exchange? You know, for selling his soul, man. So really, they lost, man. They got what second place. The scripture says a consolation. You know. But just on the point that the brother was saying about how you see these, you know, young generations now, they're messed up even at the young age that they're at, man. Right? So it says, and they declare their sin as Sodom, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
Got some precepts. You bring it as well, yeah. Go ahead.
So yeah, so basically they're gonna be destroyed, man. Woe means
coming.
destruction. You know, there's gonna be judgments coming for them because you know they're being proud and they're rebelling against the righteousness of the scriptures, man. Shalom, shalom.
Get involved too, man.
So, and that's the thing. They're boasting in their wickedness. They don't hide the fact that they're into all sorts of, you know, perversion. You know, like the brother's saying, man. You know, it starts from young now. So the Lord's gonna have to destroy this place because it's all messed up.
Yeah. I'm gonna come back. You
Isaiah 5,
speak
innit?
to. I'm coming right there. But it's what it is, bro. It's fucked up, man.
20, yeah.
It's Isaiah 5 and 20.
Then after that, get Isaiah 1, verse 3.
It says, Isaiah 5 and 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Yeah, like what the brother was saying earlier. You know, everything's flipped upside down, man.
Bro, this generation, his generation today, man, this is the lot. This has got to be the last.
It's got to be the last. It
Bro,
has
we
to.
say it all the time.
Yeah.
You can't see it getting any worse than this, bro. You know, if the Lord, obviously the Lord is gonna have the 11th hour. There's gonna be jakes that get delivered. And now, even now, you got to praise the Lord if He plucks you up from this time now too, like to get you in this. Because this time, it's like you see some of these people out there gone. So you know the Lord is having mercy to wake you up to this now. These are the last days, man.
It's true, it's really true, man. Because even like the young, the old, you see them in like throughout. So this has got to be the end. It doesn't matter if they're old or they're young. They're both degenerate.
Can you get Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3?
Oh, verse 3.
What did you have?
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 9.
Oh, that's
Well,
good.
you know, just
Verse
read
3,
from that's the spirit
from
though.
three,
He had
yeah,
that.
that's
So he had what you was calling
Spirit,
the
yeah.
spirit. Read it, yeah, that's the spirit. But he had where you was
Yeah,
It's in this
going to,
chapter.
yeah.
in that chapter. So this you can read down.
Read down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So the whole head is sick is in that, innit? Yeah.
Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. It reads, the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
But you look at that. So Israel don't know their power. You know? That's why even the scripture says, you know, they have the zeal for the Most High, but not according to knowledge, man. They don't know the Heavenly Father's name, the Son's name. Heavenly Father Yahweh, the Son Yahweh Shai. They don't even know that they're the true people of the Lord, the Israelites. You ask Jake, where you from? I'm African American, which is two men when you go deep into it. You know, well, Afrikaners and Americo,
Yeah, yeah.
Vespucci. That's two Edomite men. You know what I'm saying?
Romans, man.
Romans. You know what I'm saying? Two men can't make a child, so that's an oxymoron right there. So who are you? You know, was it Jackie Chan? Who am I? Yeah, that's the question you got to ask, and that's what everyone asked before we came in the truth.
Yeah.
Our purpose, who am I, who's the Lord? That's the question he's got to have. But guess what? The scripture said what? They don't what? They don't what? They don't even...
But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
They don't even consider, man. Yeah? You got a lot of jakes that are starting to be atheists out here, man. Especially these celebrities are starting to get money and they start to get into that dark arts and judge, you know, and start cursing out the Most High and stuff like that. Start becoming like Edomites, man, behaving like Esau. Yeah? A lot of jakes don't consider, man. Yeah? You know what it means to be an Israelite? You're a prince of the power, man. You're a son of God. Yeah? We're the only nation on the planet that associates with the Most High, man. Our name's so powerful, man. Sons of God. Yeah? Yasha Allah, he's a prince of the power. In order for you to be a prince, you have to be a son of a king. Yeah? But guess what? Only the elect are going to get this. Yeah? Because the rest are blind, as it says in the book of Romans, man. Go, carry on.
So Isaiah chapter 1, verse 4. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Fucking hell. Sinful nation, man. Like the brother mentioned for the spirit. Have you seen the music industry? Which Jake dominate. Obviously Esau owns it, you know, the labels and the records of that. But we know Jake dominated, you know, the Afro beats.
Oh yeah.
Latino megaton. Is it called megaton?
Reggaeton.
Reggaeton. Yeah?
All Jakes, man.
Yeah, man. If you see the reggaeton and Afro beats, they get billion views, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we're Jake, we've got flavor. But the thing is, within that flavor, Jake is spewing nonsense and wickedness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why is every lyric you hear from Jake, fuck this bitch and yeah? Why? Why can't you talk about your girl that you got? Why you got to talk about next man's girl? Yeah, the chef man up. I
Yeah,
wet
because
him up.
that's the
all of
spirit
that.
that goes.
go on.
You see, all that's that spirit of against the scriptures, and it's the devil, because this is the devil's world, man. Remember when Esau had Jake in slavery? In slavery, you like basically from the jump, you're being retaught.
Yeah.
Which you know what? I'm not saying it in a way where it's it's because of Esau. Niggas are wicked anyway.
Yeah.
It all in line. It all goes in line though.
Yeah, it does go in line.
Because Esau, you watch them slavery movies. Esau would do that. He would let you get married, then he would make adultery happen right at the marriage state. You seen that?
Or make you sleep with your mom.
Mandingo
Yeah.
with Ken Norton. Ken Norton, Ken Norton, the boxer, who's in Muhammad Ali's era. I think that's Mandingo, right? Mandingo. In that shows you that, because he gets him married to a wife, and then he has another person have intercourse with the wife while he just married her. That's fucking wickedness, man. Them French devils.
Yeah.
So that's that spirit that they were putting in there, man. So it's what's promoted. You know what I mean? Adultery and all that. It's that demon shit. What was when Esau put us in slavery? The main first thing was, you got to corrupt them.
Yeah.
Because remember, when man first came, a lot of them Jakes, when they came to the Americas, they knew who they were. They knew they were the Israelites and whatnot. But guess what? Over time, you get corrupted. You're in captivity. You're forced to learn another way. You're forced to learn the Roman customs, the Greek customs. You start fading away from who you are. You know? So that's what that is. And that's what it is in the music. It's all garbage. That's all the same thing. That's all they say in there. It's like, it's the same shit.
Yeah. You know another movie about that shows you that is what's Birth of a Nation.
Yeah.
With
Oh yeah. Matt Turner.
Yeah.
The Jake that played Matt Turner. Yeah.
And Gabrielle Union as well. She was in that. You know, and they showed you that, she had a husband, but then the cracker, that Edomite, he went and, got his friends, another cracker, to go and sleep with her, and he was outside, watching, he couldn't do nothing.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, that's the Nat Turner movie.
Yeah. And I think like when that movie was coming out, they were trying to discredit him. I think some allegation or something like that.
Oh yeah, they brought up shit about his past, or whatever, man. Whether he, but that, you know what that
is. They tried to
is.
discredit the movie, basically.
You know what that is, but it is what it is, man. All them fucking. If you want to go by that spirit, then we can discredit every actor that's on screen.
Exactly that.
They all do whatever. That's
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Is that Hollywood?
Read some more of that, brother, man.
So
But that's a good. They're good movies to watch.
Yes.
Django, Birth of a Nation, 12-Year Slave. You got to watch these things. Get it in still keep it in your mind.
And you quote
Mandingo, watch Mandingo, Drum, Roots, the series Roots. Even the Future one they made a Future one where it was like, it was their generations when they're older. That was good too. It was Roots, but it was like a Future one. So it kind of shows you the stuff they're dealing with in like kind of modern society. Bro, that's deep too. You got to watch all that, man. Because it's not just movies, it's spirit behind it. Because you can equate it back to the scriptures, man.
history, man.
Go ahead, Dad.
Verse 4, our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity, a seed of evildoers, children that are corrupters. They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
Yeah, you've forsaken the Lord, man. You've forsaken the commandments, the statutes. Yeah? The rules and regulations, man, of the contract. You disobey the Lord, man. And that's why we're in the predicament we're in. Right? What happens when you go to work and you don't follow the rules and regulations? You know? You get suspended, disciplinary act, or you get fired. That's punishment. Yeah? So that's what happened to us. We got fired, we got cast out, we got scattered all over the planet Earth. That's being fired, man. Yeah? Yeah. So the reason why we're in slavery because of what we disrespected the Lord's name, we disregard His laws and statutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't believe in His power, man. You thought you could do it on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought you can follow the ways of the heathen and get away with it. No, man. Go on.
They have forsaken the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger.
Yeah, we pissed off the Lord. Yeah, the Lord gets angry. I remember one talk show of what was it Oprah, man, Oprah. I remember she was speaking to someone, yeah, and she's like, I can't fathom how the Lord can be angry
It might
and
as well
jealous.
be an opera.
Yeah, opera,
It's
whatever,
like a
yeah.
drama show.
Drama show, yeah.
She's
a demon.
Oprah's a mammy.
Yeah.
She's on the E. Like,
Yeah.
She's like the queen of
Big
Eve,
mama, man.
Eves in America.
Yeah, the big mama, innit?
You know what I'm saying? And
slavery.
you
Nanny, innit?
got to like go. She's like you got to go to her to get approval.
Yeah, she's gatekeeper, innit?
There's a gatekeeper,
That's
bro.
what- yeah.
That's what she is. That's what she is.
She's been tearing
She's
down
like,
Jake.
she's a gatekeeper
That's it.
for them fucking top devils, man.
Yeah.
Well, not the top devils, but devils in Hollywood and all that.
Well, she was close with Weinstein.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
she's
yeah.
close to him,
Well,
man.
she's involved.
Yeah.
So that's what she is.
Well,
Oh, but go on.
Yeah, yeah.
What did she
What
say?
was I
I
saying?
can't believe
Yeah.
it.
I remember Oprah, one of her talk shows, old one. She speaks to someone, I don't understand who, but I feel it was like a Christian guy. And she's like, I can't understand, I can't fathom how God can be jealous or have like emotions like us. What are you talking about? First of all, we came from the Lord, right? We came from the Lord. Like, you see, like Esau will say, we're humanoid, or we have bodies, humanoid bodies. But guess what? When you read the scriptures in Genesis 1 and 26, it shows you that the angels and the Lord, they made mankind, right, in likeness and image, right? So the emotions we got, the Most High has, man. But the Most High expresses it in righteousness, man. Yeah, because we got a sinful flesh, we're wicked, we go off, we have corrupted minds. But the Lord's allowed to get jealous. What do you mean? If your woman is getting popped, are you not going to get jealous? Are you not going to get pissed off? So it's the same thing. You can get Jeremiah chapter 3. Gone off another love, I think it's 3 verse 2 or whatever. But yeah, if your woman's getting popped or you suspect her getting, bonding with another man, that's going to annoy you, man. So it's the same thing in its truth. The men of Israel are likened unto a woman. Yeah. So imagine the Lord's people is whoring after other gods, other doctrines. That's going to piss off the Lord because you're His chosen one. And I hate when people try to put the Most High into a box, like He's supposed to be like a robot. Oh, God should be like this and this. Who are you to even?
But they don't even know.
Exactly, man.
First of all, they don't even know Him.
Yeah, exactly. You
Or
don't
know
know
anything about
him.
Even us, like, bro, look, as much as we know, we don't know about we know what we know.
Yeah.
We know enough to give you fear.
Exactly.
These jakes, what the fuck do they know?
Man.
That's why they sit all their lives questioning the Lord.
The Lord, yeah.
That's it.
Well, Isaiah 50,
Fucking, man.
Isaiah 55 talks about my thoughts are
And then
higher than
first of all,
yours.
they're saying that. Oprah, like, for example, you mentioned Oprah. She's saying that, but then you know how much demonic shit she's done to get to where she is.
Exactly.
How about questioning yourself? Why am I doing all this?
Yeah.
You feel me? Because you're these demons, isn't it?
Exactly.
You know when you're sinning.
Exactly.
You actually know when you're doing. You might not know the exact sin you commit, but you know when you're doing wrong. Go ahead, go on. Fuck them, man. That's what
Fuck
they do.
them,
Most 2/3, all they do is question the Lord. Really, even with us, you're not really even you shouldn't get in the spirit of trying to figure out the Lord. You just do what you understand things.
Yes.
Keep it like that, and then you learn more.
That's it.
Don't try and question what does He do, who is He, how did He create the grass, and just fucking do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Just keep it simple, because that's what happens when you start trying to question the Lord. You lose your mind.
You lose your mind. Then they come up with them doctrines about flat Earth and shit like that.
Yeah. All sorts, flat Earth, whatever. They will just you lose your mind.
Yes.
You start questioning the Lord. You start. So just whatever with us, you know things. Keep it like that, man.
That's it.
Keep, then you learn like that. Go on, that.
This is Jeremiah 3:1.
These 2/3, they will question, but they're just doing all kind of wickedness. They're not even trying to be right.
Yeah. Yeah. You're questioning, but you're a hot dog in your mouth.
Pork eating, fucking all sorts, man.
the scripture says, you know,
Yeah.
basically, you know, the scriptures talk about, you know, being like having a cistern that like another cistern that basically has holes in it and they can't hold water because they got all these other things in their head. They're trying to question all these things. They can't get to the truth, which
Yeah.
ultimately the Lord has blocked them from it.
Yeah.
So that's their lot, man. They're like you're saying, brother.
Yeah,
you know,
because there's
they question it so much.
There's that one says, drink from thine own
An
cistern.
own cistern. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But Jake want to be all over the place and everywhere and questioning over this and that. You know, what supposed to say what, too deep. Going
yeah.
too deep, man.
Yeah. That's true, man. Bro, what we know is deep, man.
deep, yeah.
Just grow off of that, man. You know the Lord's color, you know who he's coming for, you know who the Israelites are. You know, you see things, your spirit's opened up to things. That's deep, that's deep, bro. That's enough, man. Then you learn more off of that. Go on, man. But you know these Jakes, they 2/3, they always wanted to come with some. But bro, look at it like this. Yahweh Shai done miracles and they still ignored it.
Yeah.
So you can't tell that you
Can't tell
got to
me,
be
yeah.
destroyed.
That's it.
The Lord did physical miracles and they still said that devils did that. So that means you're just a demon.
Yeah.
So you can't really, the words ain't gonna matter. You can, the Lord showed them the miracles, but it still, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
denied it. Go ahead, go on, man. I'm talking to you, man. Go on.
This is Jeremiah 3:1. It says, they say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Yeah, because that's, you know, adultery, isn't it? Pollution, man. The way how the Most High say it, that, you know, a man is supposed to be a woman, and according to the scriptures, he can have multiple women if he wants, as long as, you know, that those women are single, you know, and not with another man. Yeah, but a man's supposed to be with a woman, and she's not supposed to go out and sleep with another man. That's the righteous way. That's the way it's supposed to be. But you know, in this generation, in a physical sense, adultery is all over the place. Adultery is promoted. But in a spiritual sense, concerning Israel, right? Israel, we've been going to all types of doctrines, man. You got Jakes that are into Buddha. Yeah.
Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna, Rastafari, Christianity,
Yeah.
Islam, you know, Nation of Islam, whatever.
Yeah.
5%ers, or what you want to call it. Or I'm my own God. I got my own doctrine. All types
Egyptology.
of Egyptology, black and consciousness, whatever. The Pan-Africanism. Bare doctrines, man. Left, right, and center. Yeah, but all of those, you know, they just lead to dark void and destruction, man. Yeah? They're all lost, man. Yeah? And those doctrines, what can they do to save you in the last days?
Well, most of them, fuck, you got to correct me. The only one I remember is the Dajjal. The one-eyed Dajjal, the moon god.
Oh, God.
The Pegasus. But then what about the nukes? What about
Yeah.
the MOTB?
Yeah. What about
Y'all don't talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
The nukes, the MOTB, and all these religions you mentioned, they've all got money. They're all super fucking gold temples, fucking a Pegasus made out of rubies on their temple in some shithole in Kensington. Fucking, I don't know, them Sikhs, they got temples in Northwest and all that.
Yeah.
Big ass temples in West London, or they got temples in Brum and Manchester, you know, all these areas. Sikhs and that with gold shields. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they got money, all these places, it's like funny, but then what about the prophecy? What do you say about the end of the world?
Exactly.
Or what do they say about what's happening today? You know? None of them say anything about what's happening today, man. Most of those religions you're talking about, it's all based around fucking wealth, man. Getting rich and people have money, but in the name of claiming that it's spirituality.
And numbers.
And numbers.
They like playing a numbers game, you know, like Islam said,
Especially
the
the-
fastest growing,
Yeah.
the numbers and all of that. So
But
Thanks to Her Majesty's prison. That's like the fastest growing.
yeah.
Or thank not even Her Majesty, even Her Majesty, and then all these fucking wherever Jake's at, they go to them prisons, they become Muslims.
Astaghfirullah and all
all
of
that
that. Yeah.
shit, man. Fastest growing. But what is
Listen, the fucking Muslims in Saudi Arabia, the heart of Islam, they don't even believe in it. They're in fucking parts of England eating pork, living by the Queen.
pork and camel?
They don't even believe in that.
They're not serious.
But they're super rich off of that oil. They're rich according to the Bible. No, that's actually in the scripture.
princes, they'll be
Exactly.
rich, yeah.
That's why. So people follow it, you know, like because they got gold temples. Yeah, because they bought it off of their money that the Lord blessed them with. Go ahead, go on, man. Go on.
It says, but thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
Yeah, so the Lord's telling you to return, man. And if you don't return, simple as that, you're going to be destroyed.
Which is the elect is going to return.
The elect is going to return, yeah.
You know, because hey, we were out in the world once, believing, trying to figure out things, believing things, and you might have a brother that was gonna go into Islam. You might have a brother that was actually a Muslim, but then he woke up from that. You know what I mean? You might have a brother that was into the Christianity of the world, but then woke up from that. You know, so that's what it is. But that's why the Lord refers to Jake as like the playing the harlot and all these things, you know. So that's what it is, man. Go ahead, I got a precept.
This is Isaiah 10 and 20. It says, Isaiah 10 and 22, it says, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return, the consumption decreed shall overflow with righteousness.
Yeah. Though Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, only a remnant. That's talking about the elect, man. Yeah, or portion of Israel. And it's funny, you know, the scripture says it's sand of the sea, because when you think about it, you know there's a lot of Jakes.
Yeah.
A lot of people you encounter are Israelites, man.
Yeah.
Yeah? Disregard the flesh that you see, yeah, because that's carnal. Yes, we know that the Israelites, the real Jews, are people of color. We know that. But we know that there's a scattering too, man, because Jake has you know, mingled with the other nations, man. Even with Edomites, man. There's a lot of white Jakes, man.
Yeah.
You know when you're in school, you grow up with Albanian, Turkish, Kurdish Jakes, you know, Bangladeshi Jakes. There's a lot of Jakes, man. Even when I was working, when I finished work in the morning, the last people I was speaking to before I finished my shift, they were like Bangladesh and India, man, but they were Jakes, man. Talk just like Jake, act like Jake, you know, just talking about life and bantering, man. And I was thinking to myself, flipping on, there's Israelites everywhere, man. But it's the scriptures, man. Sand of the sea.
You know what's crazy, because you know it.
Yeah.
Because your eyes are open to it. You see things, but that's why this thing's like a secret, man. But guess what? The world's gonna know it soon. What we know, the world's gonna know the truth soon. We actually know the truth, so we're living in this realm. And you see that, that's got to be a Jake. You're talking to him, like, he don't know what,
you don't know,
don't know,
you don't know what I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, she or he don't know. You know what? That's but then the world's gonna know this truth soon, man. That's what it is. See all these other religions, they're getting glory now. So-called religions, bullshit anyway. But these other belief systems have bare glory right now. You know, because he was going into it, numbers. They have money.
Yeah. Habakkuk 2.
But wait, hold on. What was you gonna hold? What was you holding?
Ezekiel 33.
Let him read it.
It was on point, yeah.
Was you gonna read something?
Yeah, it was just on point.
Come on, read it. And let him read what he's reading as well. Then after, go on.
This is Habakkuk 2 and verse 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. Just on the point you were saying.
Yeah, speak on it.
Because you were saying that, you know, the things that we know, you know, the world doesn't know yet. But when the Israelites are manifested as, you know, the sons of the Most High, you know, the kingdom is established, you know, that's when this glory is going to be, you know, seen. The knowledge is going to be known, who the chosen people are. You know, there ain't going to be no doubt, no confusion. That's when this knowledge is going to be spread across the world, man. And it's starting with this truth, you know, being broadcasted on the internet, YouTube, which is prophecy, is the spirit of the Lord, man. You know, but that's what going into what the brother was saying, man. You know, this knowledge is going to be spread, man. You know, the awakening, the great awakening. Right? You had something.
Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been amongst them.
Yeah, so, like you were saying, for the spirit, the whole world's going to know, you know, that the truth was out there, man. Yeah? And the truth is going to be right there before your face, man. And especially when Yahushua cracks through the skies in the midst of World War III, man. Yeah? What does it say in Revelation 1:7? Every eye shall see him, man. And they're gonna mourn, they're gonna wail because of him, man. Yeah? And also when Jakes are beamed up, people are gonna be, oh, shit, man. Why is there so much Negroes and Latinos, like, you know, disappearing? You know? all of that.
They're gonna want to come.
Yeah. Yeah. That's gonna happen, man, before your eyes, man. It's gonna be broadcast, word of mouth, everything, but everyone's gonna witness it, man. All your senses are gonna witness it. The destruction too.
This is Matthew 24 and 14, and this gospel.
bro. That's what's gonna come, bro. Saying I'm fucking. You know, you just get annoyed with this shit out here, man.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, but that's why we need that power, man.
That power,
Yeah.
man.
We need power, bro. We you know, we need power, man.
Because that's
fucking bottom line.
when you have power, people respect you, man. They fear you.
Yeah,
They listen.
yeah.
And that's why a lot of women, you know, they get away with shit like that because men's power in this society has been crippled. And
And we need a power from the we need to
Lord.
represent. We do represent the Lord now,
Yeah.
anyway. But when you get the power, you're using that because He give it to you, man.
Exactly,
Like on the earth to establish the law, righteousness.
That's right.
You know.
Yeah, and when you get
That's
that power,
what you're using it for. You're using it to establish righteousness, man. Like good things here.
that's right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And once we get that power from the Lord willing, you know, there's gonna be no negotiation. Yeah. There's no can we have 50%? No. Yeah. What does it say in Daniel? They shall take the kingdom. You want to get that?
Daniel 7.
7 and was it 12? 14?
Yeah, like around 14.
You still have more.
I got a quick one.
Yeah. You get Daniel 7,
got
yeah?
it.
You got it?
Oh, you got it, yeah?
Yep. Daniel chapter 7, verse 18.
Oh, 18, okay.
But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever
Listen
and
to
ever.
the words. Now, obviously, ultimately, it's the Lord that's going to give us the kingdom, right? Not of our own accord. But the scripture used the word take and possess. Those are very, like, possessive words. Do you know what I'm saying? That isn't... There's no negotiation when someone takes something from you. You know Jake from the hood, when they see you slipping, what you got from me? And they just snatch it. Well, that's how it's gonna be, man.
Yeah, you didn't want to give it up.
Yeah.
But it was taken.
It's taken, man.
It's that time.
Yeah. That's what's gonna happen, man. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
that Brightburn, man. Remember in
Yeah,
Brightburn?
Take the world.
Brandon,
When the chariot
right?
was talking to him.
Yeah. And then he lit up.
Yeah.
He's saying, take the world.
Took the world.
Take the world. That's, man, that reminds me of that scripture, man.
Yeah, man.
You know, the saints shall take, man. That's what they, through the Spirit of the Lord. And we're going to exalt the Lord's name in that day, man.
Was it Jeremiah 16 and 16?
Hunters.
We're gonna be hunters. And what do hunters do? They take, man. When they see prey, they take. So that's what we're gonna be through the Spirit, you know, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. You know, was it Zephaniah? It says, wait upon me until I rise upon the prey. Yeah, so we don't do things on our own accord. There's order, there's structure. You gotta wait upon the Lord. You know, the Lord's gonna bless us with superpowers. The Lord willing, if we be of the elect, man. Yeah, and we ain't gonna be going around with weapons, man. That carnal shit. Yeah? Bulletproof vests and weapons, man. Fuck that shit, man. That's useless, man. That's Esau shit. Go on.
I got a precept. We're not gonna like walk around with weapons. So Revelations chapter 2 verse 26, and it reads, "He that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end."
Yeah, read it up a bit.
He said, no, but read, what did it say? Revelation.
Oh yeah.
Remember that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Slack.
Because, you know, it's revelation. Like, you know,
Okay.
you know, like, things like that you got to remember too, man. It's not shuns. Revelation. And you know, even myself, man. Go on. Revelation. Yeah.
But can you read up a bit?
From
Well, it might be
25,
petty, but it's not
25,
petty because what does the word say?
Yeah,
It says,
if it says that, then it says that, yeah.
That's it. 25.
Yeah, 25, yeah. The power, yeah. Hold fast to it, yeah.
Yep. Revelation chapter 2 verse 25.
Good.
But that which ye have already, hold fast till I come.
And what's that? The truth, this knowledge. Isaiah 33 and 6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, right? Knowing this truth. Knowing your identity as being an Israelite. The names, Yahweh Shai. Right? And knowing the prophecies. You got to hold fast. You got to keep that. You got to guard that. You know, in the prayer of Psalms. You know, take not thy Holy Spirit away from me. You don't want this to be taken away from you, Lord willing. So we're actually blessed that we have this truth, man. There's billions of people on the earth and only a few thousand of people have this truth.
Yeah.
You know how amazing that is?
Yeah. It's big time, bro. Big time, bro.
Like how people in the world look at the elites. Oh, they're the only few, they're the 1%ers, they're the only people that own trillions and billions. Well, we got that in a spiritual sense, by of this knowledge, man. And everybody you see walking around, they're clueless, dry bones. Lost.
That's the way you gotta be, bro. Because you know what, the Lord, it's funny because you said that, but it's good to that you see these people. You gotta praise the Lord, man.
Praise
like
the Lord,
you got the knowledge, because you see these people are just dry, man. Ain't got no spirit, through as fuck,
Wondering.
Listen,
just getting ready to basically they're getting ready to die.
Yeah.
That's all it is, man. They're getting ready to pass, not die, getting ready to pass to the next realm, and then wake up in the next kingdom, man. These people were beaten up, you know, still arguing with Esau.
The scripture says what?
Looking all battered and looking all it's better to grow older while you're teaching this word, because you still have spirit in you. But because this world does destroy, it does grind you down, right? The world does grind you down. That's a fact. It's a fucked up, even us, fucked up world we living in it. But it's better to grow older with this in your mind. You see these people, they grow old in this world, they're all fucking destroyed. Motherfuckers are 60, they look like they're ready to croak. Because of all that sin, they don't know what to do.
You're right,
So
bro.
it's true, man. It's better to grow older while we're here. You know what I'm saying? In the faith, like, go on, bro.
Like
Go
John
on.
the Revelator.
Yeah, man.
You grew old in the faith.
Pass on to the next world doing this. Then that way, when you go to the Lord, all right, what did you do? When you go to the tables, however the Most High does it up there, what did I do on the earth? The Lord judges you. Okay, you know what? You was down there. You was believing. You did your best to, you was doing the right thing and all that. When these motherfuckers croak from this world, they pass to the next. What are they doing? I was talking shit. You know what I'm saying? I was a football hooligan. I was bashing up other Jakes with poles. It's like, what are you doing? Think about it, bro. You know, and you know what you see whenever you see people on their like deathbed, they're always reminiscent of their wickedness. I'm gonna miss you, and you know that.
Getting them flashbacks.
Yeah, man. It's rare, you know, when someone might just say, you know what, I'm ready to just go, man. But it's better to go if you go and you're in past to the other realm. And the Lord, whatever happens up there, your angel, at least I was down here and I was doing something right, like, I was trying, like, I did, Lord, I was like, I don't know how the Most High gonna do it, but imagine you're a football hooligan, right? What was your job? Oh, I was going up to, I don't know,
Old Trafford.
I was at Old Trafford having a fight every weekend.
In the stands.
Like bashing other Jake's heads in with bats and that. And then you're there like, shit, the Lord, like, you know, obviously the Lord, if you're an Israelite, you'll have mercy. But it's like when you get up there, you'll be embarrassed.
Yeah, man.
The Lord will have mercy on all Israel. But it's like, if you're down here and you're doing fucked up shit, you go there, it's like, you're going to be embarrassed, man. Go on, brother, go on, man. Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, that every one may receive the things done in his body according to that he have done, whether it be good or bad.
And even just hearing, that's scary, man.
Yeah.
You know, judgment seat. Like, we don't know how it's going to be, but you can, imagine it. Just, you go into the courtrooms and it's just angels with 4 heads staring at you. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're probably having flashbacks of all the things you did. You know, your heart is beating. You're walking intensely into an aisle to a room, and you're just being spoken to with all your deeds that you did, good or bad. You know, that's a terrible thing to think about, man. That's some scary stuff, man. But it's good that it's scary, because you need to fear the Lord. When you fear the Lord, you act right, man. Well, hopefully you should be acting right.
And that's what that's why, because we see it now, that's why it's in us now, like, because you see it now, what's going on, the Lord's with you, innit? So your spirit's opened up to what's going on. It's like, man, it's fucked. You gotta do your best to stay away from wickedness, bro. That's basically what it is, because it's all around you. And the fight is when you're on your own all day. All week you might be on your own somewhere doing what you got. The fight is to stay away from wicked shit of the world, you know, because that's what it is. You got whatever we know, you implement it while you're living. Go on, bro. Got some more? You got something that? Go on, that.
Continuing. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
Yeah,
And
so if we overcome the world, man, we get power over the nations. Basically, we're going to have power, man. When we talk about having people in captivity, Esau being under us in slavery, like oppressing them in righteousness, man, the other nations, that's a part of the power, bro. You know, we're saying it because it's in the scriptures. That's part of the power. When you want power, you want it so you can fucking rule people, man.
Exactly.
But we're going to do it under the spirit of the Lord, not of our own mentality. We're going to do it under the order, man.
Are you in the blue letter?
I can go blue letter.
Yeah, can you...
But that's what man are waiting for. Man ain't waiting out here. We're not here for no reward, brother. We want a reward, bro.
That's it.
You're not just catching hell for no reason. It's for a reward.
The people, disciples asked that, you know, we have forsaken all and followed after you.
On the blue
What
letter.
shall we get? What's the
word
reward?
power.
Yeah.
That's
Blue
in the
letter.
scriptures what
That
we said.
same verse.
You know?
Yeah.
So the Lord, he's not unrighteous to forget your works and labor of love. That's what the scripture says. So there is a reward coming, man.
Yeah.
It says it in Revelations. It says, and should us reward us the prophets. You know? So that's what's coming, man, for those that are faithful and trust in the Lord.
Was it in Revelations, is it 2 and 10, we give you a crown? The 2 and 10
yeah.
or... Yeah.
Your crown,
Give you a crown, man.
everlasting. Yeah,
Go
man,
ahead, right?
that's the thing. You don't want to be chasing after, you know, the things of this world because it's temporary. You know, like saying the crown and that, that's going to be like everlasting glory.
Exactly.
You know, you ain't going to lose that. If you're of the elect, you know, and the Lord puts a crown on your head, that's like set. That's, you know, forever.
Yes.
You're going to be perfect. You're going to be in righteousness. You're going to have power. You know, that's what we want.
There's nothing in this world from Esau or whoever can compare to the rewards of Yahweh Shemishai, man. Esau is trying to find his fountain of youth with his robot technology. It's not going to work, man. Yeah, he ain't got the blessing. He ain't got the spiritual power from the Lord.
Live forever.
Yeah, all that shit. And that's what he's trying to do by implementing the MARK, man. This is not going to work anyway. Yeah? The Lord's going to give you the elect. He's going to give all Israel eventually, you know, after when they come back in the reincarnation. He's going to give Israel what? Everlasting life. You can't die. Immortal. Right? And no kryptonite. You're going to be sin-proof. You're going to be so perfect. You're going to be doing the law, statute, commandments in perfection. Yeah? You ain't going to in this kingdom. You got to worry about your kids. Is your kids getting touched at school? No, but the scripture says
What they're learning.
Yeah, what they're learning, the indoctrinations. When the scripture says that
Other demons.
yes,
all that.
demons, yeah. But in the scripture it says your kids are going to be playing with snakes and stuff. You know, which reminds me of, you know, Disney Hercules.
Yeah.
And you're wrapping up the snakes. And
Yeah.
But that's what's going to be for our children.
When he's a baby.
He's a baby, yeah.
That glow.
Yeah, that glow, that glow. But that's going to be a reality for us. Lord,
Shining,
shining, man. But yeah, did you find the word? Yeah, power.
So the word power in Revelations 2:26 in the Greek is exousia, and the definition reads power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases.
Come on, man. But with the
If you want to bash a heathen's head, and you can do it. If you
Yes,
say
yes,
if you
yes.
say bring me that one of my concubines, make them go get it, bring them and do what you want. Straight up, bro.
Straight.
There's a fine woman of the nations you conquered. You told your slave, go bring her to me.
yeah. Harems.
And then you tell her to do what she will do whatever you tell her because you own them.
Whatever you...
Yeah, you know what I'm going to yeah. Coming to America.
Coming to America.
Yeah,
That's how it's going to be.
So that's the truth. You got a harem of women from nations you've conquered. You make one of them servants. Go bring that. No, you know what? Bring her to me.
Yeah.
Bring her to the chambers.
Yeah.
And you know everything that's going on. Well, you know they did that with Jake, because when you go into the Arab slave trade, you had the Inuks. And Inuk was a man that stayed by the guarding the doors, but they cut off his genitalia and his balls so he couldn't pop the concubines of whoever was the ruler. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we ain't gonna have to even do that, but that's what they did. And then they'll tell him, go bring her from whatever land that they took over. and she'll be brought to their chambers. So that's what we're gonna do, man. But in the righteousness, man. We're gonna have the power to do what you want.
That's it. It says liberty, and the scripture says we have liberty in the Lord. You know, so
And when she opens in the chamber, I want her to like hop on one leg, like come into hop 7 meters to me.
Yeah.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever, like.
Straight.
Or when you call her, make sure she sprints from the chambers to the room.
Yeah.
So she's just for fun.
Yeah. Why
Sprint
not?
to the chambers. You know, you're gonna have fun with this shit too, bro.
Yeah.
But that's when you have power, you do
Power.
the fuck you want. See the Rothschilds, they can walk on any high road in the world and kill someone.
And not get arrested.
They can kill you, and not us, but they can kill anyone they want on any high road blatantly and just get away with it. Blatantly, they can commit murder, and nothing will happen. You know why? Because they are in that position.
Power.
Read that definition in Revelation, because the Lord give that to them on the left hand side. Read that again.
24.
Power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases.
That's them Rothschilds. Right now, they got the liberty to do as they please. They can go on any street and kill anyone. Right in front of you. And guess what? They'll fade away and you'll never know. You know someone did it, but you never know their name. You don't know nothing. They can erase anything that any CCTV that sees them, they can erase it worldwide. It don't matter. They can do what they want. They're the rulers. So when you truly rule, means you can do what you want. You're not... Jake ain't in a position to do that.
That's true.
As much
power.
as niggas talk tough and that, you're not you can't do shit, bro. Go on, You know, everyone talks tough. You know, it's the spirit, and everyone. That's what it is. But you ain't got no power, man. Go on.
Shall I keep reading more definitions or finish Revelation?
Yeah, read all the definitions that's there, yeah.
Leave or permission, physical and mental power.
Yeah, you don't have to ask what permission.
Where's your passport, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that proves that the elites, the Rothschilds, they're in the power because they ain't asking permission to do anything. They're doing it. And then it said, what did it say? Physical and mental power. They've got you physically in slavery. These elites, beginning with the Rothschilds, they got you in physical slavery. Your national insurance number, your passport, you can't go anywhere without them knowing. And then they have you in mental slavery. They have 2/3 anyway. The difference with us is we're physically in bondage under these devils, bro. But we're not mentally.
Yeah, man. You think in the kingdom, Esau's gonna tell us when we're driving our chariots in full speed, where's your parking ticket and your registration license, all of that shit? You think they're gonna be able to ask us? They don't mean slavery, man. Yeah. But here you got to do things for Esau. You got to show them the slips, the certificates, the permits, the
paycheck.
ports, your paychecks. Yeah. Everything's
Your
gridded.
paycheck.
Yeah. Your NI number, all of that. Yeah? Here we're cattle. That's what you are. You're a branded animal. You know, like in the animals they have like in the farms, and you see that they might like stamp a number on them. That's what you are in this kingdom, man.
yeah, you got a number.
Or
in the
tags,
system.
you know.
Yeah, them tags. I've seen that.
That's
You
it.
clip 'em.
Yeah, you
Here and
clip
that.
it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and that's like an all, right?
Yeah,
In the
yeah.
scriptures, in Exodus.
Yeah.
You know, when a Hebrew servant, you give them like an all, an earring. That's what we are in this society, man. Because Esau's in power.
Yeah, when the main imprint is gonna come when it comes with the MO.
MO, that's it. MOTV.
That's that main imprint.
Yeah. The
Oh,
ultimate
God,
all, which you once you get it, you're finished. There's no coming back from. But still more words, yeah.
Yeah.
And you get Job 9, yeah.
The ability or strength with which one is endued, which he either possesses or exercises.
Wow. So we can't exercise no ability or strength in this kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're through, man.
They ain't got no power in this
Yeah.
kingdom.
You
Man.
ain't.
We're in slavery,
Yeah.
man.
And don't think you can make it. Well, let's build another Black Wall Street. Listen, man.
You did that. Jake
You
did
did
that.
say,
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
no, you're
Go on,
right.
brother.
No, yeah, you're right. Jake tried to do that.
Millions of times.
Yeah.
Because
And
they
in
weren't
different
just
places,
one.
innit? Yeah.
They weren't just Black Wall Street. There was loads, bro. There was Jake was prospering in places like Chicago, all over America. But it got cut down by the U.S. government.
Carpet bombed or whatever.
Florida, you had Rosewood. That's a good movie too to watch. You had all these different Jake's building things up. but it got cut down, man. You know, like in America, yeah. It's funny. Look at it like this. In America, when you had like even them Italians and stuff, and you know a lot of them Italians, they got oppressed when they first came over there. But how were they able to prosper? They were able to have banks, and then you had the Polish, the Germans, you had all these different so-called white people that came over there that prospered in those lands in America. But then Jake was there from the beginning and still couldn't prosper. Well, why? Because you're not smart? No, because it's an agenda, man.
Yeah.
You're there to be put down. You had all these nations. Look at it. When you see them Italians, yeah, because some of them Italians, a lot of them got lynched as well.
If you can hold Psalms 83.
When you go to the Americas, a lot of them Italians got lynched, Sicilians and stuff, because you know they were dark complexion and you know they got oppressed. They were Israelites. They're Jakes. But why is it when every nation went to the Americas, the Irish, the Italians, the Germans, the Poles, all these, they all prospered later on in life. You know, they got their towns, Germantown, old Germantown, Little Italy, and that's all over America. They got all these towns where they, you know, they got banks, they prospered. But with Jake, why is it that Jake just couldn't be able to get up there? It's not for lack of trying, it's the curses, and we're there to be, America's a place of captivity. It ain't a place to get prosper. Wherever man are, you're not there to prosper, bro. So, you know what I mean? Because when you look at them, the so-called white people from these other nations from Europe that came to the America, they fucking done well later in life. They went there, yeah, you had, you know, they were in gangs and whatnot at the start. You see that in, you know, different movies show you that, you see that. But then a lot of them worked hard, they prospered to have the American dream. But then Jake, can't just have the American dream as a nation. And I'm not talking about one or two Jakes that get rich. I'm talking about as a nation of people. When you see the other nation, like the so-called white people, the Italians, Germans, whatever, all these other nations that have gone America, that have got rich, bro, predominantly, they prospered more than Jake. Because Jake, yeah, you might have the odd millionaire and whatnot, but we're talking about as a people. How can they just come hundreds of years after you, and then a few hundred years, they've established themselves in those lands?
Come on, man.
It's set up, it's an agenda.
Man.
Because you got something called redlining, you know. I got a reading here from Google. It says redlining in America. It says in the United States, redlining is a discriminatory practice in which services, financial and otherwise, are withheld from potential customers.
That was what was going on with Jake. Even that film, that shows you that. There was parts of LA, like them parts of LA, like you see, it shows you in them. Obviously, we see through the media, we see shit in it, you know. But like there was parts where it was mainly Edomites that could live there. But then Jake started to buy places in them communities, and then obviously Esau would go to other areas, and then it would be like a no-go zone for Edomites to go to that area. So it was Jake buying it in there, and then what happens is, what they will do is them areas start all right, but then what happens is they'll start the government of Esau will start putting drugs in there, you know, guns in there, you know, dissension, then basically guns, yeah, and then just cause mayhem. And then what happens is, you know what happens when they cause mayhem in those areas, crackers don't want to buy nothing there anymore. But then after a while, what they'll do is then they'll start moving Jakes out of them areas, and they'll sell it back to Edomites cheap. Because it's already, the value of the area has been brought down because of what's been going on for 40, 50 years. Then they'll sell it to Esau cheap, then they'll start moving the Jakes out again. You feel me? That's why you see all these areas, even where you might live in certain areas in Britain that you knew was mostly Jakes. Crackers are starting to live there.
Yeah.
Where it was called the hood at one point.
Yeah.
Now it's fucking yuppies with vegan shops.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true.
But that was once the ghetto community. But now it's yuppies with vegan shops. So cool. You know what I'm trying to say? So it's just a fucking game. That proves you're in slavery because you don't own the plot you're in. And that means if I own the plot I'm in, no one can come and tell me to move. But you don't own it, man, because Esau can just take that all from you. So it's an agenda, man. And then with Jake, because we're in the captivity, Jake just gets moved wherever Esau wants, man.
We don't got the power, man. That's what it comes down to. Even if you do have a little piece of paper saying you own the land, well, look at Wall Street, it got bombed. So really, you know, this isn't a system for us, man. And it says, and are withheld from potential customers.
Which it's like, what they call systematic oppression.
It's withheld from potential customers. You might as well put it as it's withheld from Israelites or
Yeah.
so-called black folks. You might as well say that. Read that again.
No niggas, basically.
Yeah.
It
No
says
blacks, no dogs, no Irish.
that's
it,
what it is, man. Which we had that here in the UK as well.
No
You know, a
blacks,
lot of
no
Jakes
dogs.
face that trying to buy homes, trying to buy places, trying to get up and leg up in society. And that's what they were met with, man. You know, you got old, you know, even our grandparents will tell you stories about that. They didn't like us. They called us monkeys.
No blacks, no dogs,
No blacks,
Irish.
no dogs, no Irish, all of that stuff.
Prick.
Come on, man. It says redlining is a discriminatory practice in which services, financial and otherwise, are withheld from Israelites.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, like that.
That's right.
Yeah, like
From
that.
Israel, yeah. That's it, but it's true. We're
Go
gonna,
on,
we're
read
gonna
that.
get, we're gonna get in Psalms 83. We'll get in a bit, yeah.
We
It
gotta
says-
get that one.
Read
Go on,
that.
read that. You know, go on.
It says,
You gotta do that sometimes with the word.
Yeah.
You gotta put the truth in there.
Yeah.
that's it.
Because what the fuck's that? It's withheld from certain. Well, come
Yeah.
on.
That's
So you're gonna,
easy.
are you gonna
Indirect.
withhold that from Amalekites?
Yeah. It's indirect.
Come on, man.
It says, redlining is a discriminatory practice in which services, financial and otherwise,
Discrimination.
are withheld from Israelites who reside in neighborhoods classified as hazardous to investment. These neighborhoods,
Well, that's what they say.
What's the-
When
that-
a Jake
that's
goes,
girls.
when a
The
Jake
trenches,
goes up
yeah.
in the neighborhood, the crackers say, there goes the neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah,
crackers,
yeah.
Because they know, there's gonna be barbecue steam,
yeah,
a party. You know,
watermelon patch.
Yeah.
I'm overdoing it, but
Yeah.
basically that's some shit like that. And you know what? But the thing is, they'll say there goes the neighbor. It might be like a Jake that's in the system, like a doctor, but they just don't want to live by Jake. Which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Where the fuckery thing starts to happen is when you might have Jake start going to that area, then they'll start the area will start getting corrupted. Well, now niggas are just fucked up anyway. But before it would have been like it might have been families that are working, and then over the years the U.S. government they devised the drugs era. That was all a program. Now everyone's just fucked. Now anyway. But what I'm saying is the drug program that the U.S. government they actually helped to destroy MJ, the man at the house, all of that. Like for example, like Detroit. Detroit was like they called it Motor City. Detroit. That's where all the cars were made. So you had a lot of families that you had the dad that worked in the factory, the mum was at home. Like Jake families, you see it in Detroit. But then that got smashed. So then a lot of families had to go to different areas to basically to find a living. So that was all by design, bro. They destroyed the Motor City, where the cars are made. Everyone has to go different areas now, and then comes like movements of civil rights. Then the man has to leave the house, and it's all by design. Then drugs come in the area, then violence, then so it's all a fucking mess, but it's all by design. Go ahead, Dad.
It says, these neighborhoods have significant numbers of racial and ethnic minorities and low-income residents.
And who's known as minorities? Jake. Jake is known as minorities. So they're telling you without telling you.
Yeah.
That's why we have to put it in. The Israelites. See? Well, let's see what the scripture says. Psalms 83.
Psalms 83, verse 1.
Go. Yeah.
It reads a psalm or a salakia.
Go verse 2, I think.
Okay, start from verse 2. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
And you need to understand this, Jake. You have enemies, man. Not everybody's your friend, man. The other nations are your enemies and they hate you, man. They want to see you at the bottom. Yeah? All this 50-50 equality bullshit you've heard, it's not true, man. Yeah? You're not equal to Esau in this society. You're not equal to the heathens in this society. Like the brother mentioned for the spirit, you had other nations, come into the same country you were in and get up ahead of you. Why? Because of the agenda, man. Yeah? Systematic oppression. Yeah? Systematic chains, man. Go on.
They have taken
No
crafty.
blacks, no dogs, no Irish.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Come on, bro.
Go on.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Yeah, I think but
Should I do it, yeah?
it's 50, yeah.
Alright.
Public show.
Go on.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
crafty counsel, man. Yeah? Crafty. You know, it's sneaky. Yeah? Being slick, going behind closed doors, backroom deals.
Like the devil would do.
The devil, man. Yeah?
Secret.
It's in secret. Crafty counsel, man. Schemes.
Yeah.
Say this as well, like Margaret Sanger. You know,
Oh,
Margaret Sanger with,
Planned Parenthood.
yeah, with the Planned Parenthood. You know, she
What did
was.
she say? These irresponsible niggers. What did she say?
It's yeah.
She said something like that. Irresponsible breeders or something
Yo,
like that.
Well, you
yes,
know what? That
yeah,
Planned Parenthood,
yeah.
where they first started implementing those pills and stuff, was like Puerto Rico.
Ah.
You see
And
that
they're
old
fruitful,
footage,
innit?
yeah, because that's, but they kind of, that means these devils, they kind of smart because they know the Bible.
Yeah.
They actually went to Ephraim on the island, and then they were knocking on doors, and that's when they would start implementing them pills. Take this, take that, take this, take that. Planned Parenthood, they were doing that, you know. Obviously, it probably was started with Judah, but I saw something where they went to Ephraim on the island.
Shows you, man.
You know.
They know.
So I see that, and they were going to U.S. government officials, because you know Puerto Rico is a U.S. government land and all that. It's a province of the U.S. government. So they went there and they were actually giving them pills, Planned Parenthood, like to cull the population, which they probably obviously did it with Judah first. But you know I see something on that before. So that's the devils, man, knocking on your door, telling you to take this. You know, you're having too many children. That's Satan, man.
Satan, man. Devil, man.
Well, that's Esau for you anyway. He eventually will make his way around to the 12 tribes, man. You know, you will go to the whole tribes, man.
Satan, man.
I even seen like them pills as well, them contraceptive pills and that. They cause them adverse effects, man. You know, they'll mess up the woman's cycle.
Oh my
or
gosh.
they'll have
yeah.
problems afterwards. They've done studies where they're less motivated. They're just messed up.
Yeah, they'll develop, masculine hormones. You know, just have a tirade. Act up and shit. Or their reds will come, their period will come for 2 days.
Yeah.
And it won't come for the next 2 months.
Or
It's
even
fucked up,
sometimes
man.
it's like it might be random periods.
Yeah, random periods. Yeah.
So it's just fucked up,
Yeah.
bro.
You want to, especially you women, you want to stay away from that, man. As best as possible.
It's a fucking mess, bro.
It just makes them just encourage being a harlot.
Yeah.
Just to sleep
That's
around.
that's a part of it as well. See, it's
Yeah, because you can have a man and then he can do you can
blast
do
you and-
unprotected
yeah.
and then it's cool
Yeah.
because you can just jump onto the
the
next.
next
But it
man.
doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like
Because
that.
yeah, you might have them the so-called Edomite pills that burn things out through poison, but that's got a long-term effect.
Spirits, man.
Yeah, it's
Soul
spirit-
ties, yeah. And also like physical effects. The pills harming you. You know. That's why a lot of these women out here are psychos, man, because they take too much pills. They trust in Esau. Everything's a pill, or was it vasectomy? That thing in the arm and shit. Like everything's just
a needle.
need all them shits, man. That's why you women are messed up, and a lot of it can affect your weight gain and stuff like that.
But they-
Yeah.
I was just going to say, because I was making that point as well, because basically showing how they want to cut off Israel, because they pushed that on the tribes, man.
Yeah.
And that whole plan, she said that Margaret Sanger is like, they don't want the secret to get out, that they want to exterminate the, basically Israelites, man.
Yeah.
So that goes with the crafty council, man. The secret, wicked,
Yeah.
so
The exterminate. So eugenics, right?
eugenics. Yeah,
Depopulation, which Thingy's a part of, Bill Gates and the elites and stuff like that. But that's what happened in Egypt as well, right?
Hey, it's funny, right? Because my worldly my sister, right? I said to her one time, like, a few years back, I must have said to her, like, pretty much, like, when are you gonna
Have seed.
Yeah. And then it kind of cut her because she's into this. I'm not trying to even cut. I said, when you gonna? Oh yeah, I was actually thinking about that. She said I was thinking about adopting or some shit. And I said to her, well, hold on. I actually said this. I said, you're an able-bodied woman. What the fuck you need to adopt for? Why don't you just get with a man and have a baby? But she's bugged out. She's bugged out. She's got, because I'm saying that to her because I've seen her wax worse. I've seen her wax worse. Get more into this not femininity. She's just becoming more masculine. I've seen her get more into the what's that world called? Feminist shit.
Oh, yeah.
She's becoming more of a feminist. Talking about adopting. I'm like, but then why don't you just get with a man and have your own child, man?
That's
I was saying that to her. I was talking, but this was time ago.
That's like new age shit.
This was years, but yeah, that's that bugged out shit, bro.
Oh,
Freeze your
I was
egg
about to say it. Freeze
you know what I mean?
my egg.
She's able-bodied. She's able-bodied. healthy to have a child and that, but you're talking about you're gonna adopt. And first of all, adopting is like you can do that, you can help people and that, but at the end of the day, it's not even your seed.
Yeah.
That you could be adopting an Edomite, then raises up and it
Raising
becomes
a
a
devil.
serial killer.
Yeah, you're
Like,
raising an omen, like.
that's what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, go on, like, read some more of the word. But it's just
Yeah.
about, it shows the bug that. But go back to what you were saying though, because you was
On
talking
the-
about,
what was I saying?
that Planned Parenthood and
Oh, yeah,
it
yeah.
all goes
Yeah,
into that.
eugenics,
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Gates, he mentioned it in his conference, and he said it openly, like people thought it was a joke. Man did a PowerPoint presentation for everybody of eugenics. Man said the first thing to help depopulation, he said the number one thing we got to start with is the people, with using the V's. These yabs and jabs that you proudly got, you idiots. Yeah, and the news
They
told
all
you
got
after,
it.
yeah, you all got it. And even the news told you after you got it, oh, the yabs and jabs don't really work anymore and they're actually causing harm. And you didn't even believe us, you idiots. But anyways,
And they got 3 of them.
they got
Probably 4.
4, 6 dragon boosters, all of
Wow.
that. Fucking hell, man, you lot are plums, man. But anyways,
Some of these people, you see them out there, they just look, I'm like, they look distraught. I'm like, you must have got 3 of them.
3,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
got
Some of them
3.
look caked.
Yeah, man.
And then some people you think they're normal, but they're not.
They're not.
They've got yab.
Fucking hell, man.
You think they're normal, they're communicating with you and that, but then, no, something can happen at any moment.
Unstable, man. All
Yeah,
in their
man.
system. They got the serpent juice in them, man.
Yeah, that Hydra, boy.
Yeah. Fucking mutating them.
Getting magnets sticking to your arm and shit. But that's you lot, man. But go ahead.
No, he was reading.
Yeah, you read it.
So Psalms 83 verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
You see? What's that? Depopulation, eugenics. Cut them off from being a nation. Right? They want to obliterate you or have you enough just to keep you as slaves. And that's what they do in war. In war, they kill off the males, mate with the women, and whatever seed line is left of the male, they use as servants and slaves, or even cut them up to be eunuchs. You know? They're rods.
Well, that's what they'll do with the men.
Yeah,
Or either that or they'll kill you.
that's it.
And the women are taken as
Spoils of war.
spoils of war, which is part of your destruction, man.
Yeah, man. That's it, man. I remember Apostle Tar.
Spoils of war, bro. Like, go ahead, go on.
I remember Elder Apostle Tar mentioned like years back, like how to tell that your nation's being conquered
Yeah.
is when your woman's getting popped. You know what I'm saying?
Because heathens aren't supposed to deal with our women.
Yeah, man.
That's actually, that's like a custom of, like, our daughters aren't supposed to be given to these heathens.
That's it.
So it shows you that we're through. We're in a, messed up state in captivity.
And what's worse is that Eve willingly goes there.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
carnival's on the next
Oh,
3
there
days.
you go.
That's hell.
Do you remember those videos?
There you always see crackers. Like,
Yeah,
I was just about to say.
Go on,
Yeah,
go on,
you see,
it's
you
a damn
just
shame.
said it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just said it. In Carnival, you see Eve whining and grinding on the cracker cops.
Yeah.
And the cop comes he doesn't know what to do. No ribbon, but he's still getting it.
And they're all in the corner.
Yeah, all of
in a
that.
circle. Like,
Yeah, go quee, all of that shit.
embarrassing,
Yeah.
man. It's a damn shame, bro.
Stupid, man.
It's a damn shame, bro. It's actually a damn shame.
Yeah, man.
But whatever, you do what you want to do, man. We're like in the different category to everyone else. We like this world. You're an Israelite, but then they look at you like you're just a Jake, like Rick among Jake, but then you're not. We're in like we don't. If you're not in the truth, we don't even participate with it. It's like the scripture says if Jake don't come like a Israelite, you cast them off as like a heathen. Niggas are eating pork, crab legs, frogs.
Yeah. Oh,
You feel me? Like, what I'm saying? It's madness. It's like, what? Fuck you, man.
yeah. I'm glad you mentioned that because even at work, like one of my supervisors in that call with, like he said, like his woman's from like my country and that, innit? And she came back with snails. Yeah, and he said he tried it, innit? And he's like telling me, do you know what? Like, at first I wasn't gonna try it, but when I tasted it, it was nice. Like it tastes like chicken. He was talking like
You know
that.
what?
Yeah.
These demons, they always say,
Yeah.
them abominations taste like.
Chicken. Yeah.
Something, yeah,
So,
clean
yeah.
or something.
Something
That
clean,
tastes a bit like lamb.
Yeah,
Like they're trying to equate it with something good.
Yeah,
Bruv, you just ate snails.
snails, bro. So he was telling me, do you know what, bro? you should try it. I was like, nah, man, I'm cool, man.
Fuck that,
No,
man.
but that's what I said. I said, like, I'm not gonna try it. But when I tried it, it was good. Yeah, so you should try it. I
Yeah,
said,
but that's the
in my head,
demons, that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
demons.
it's demons.
But bro, look
Yeah.
at it like this. When you back then, because I used to eat pork, right?
Yeah, I did in the world, yeah, of
But
course.
when you
yeah.
smell it now, you can,
Oh,
it's abominable.
vomit, man. I feel like
How
vomit.
the fuck does that taste anything
Yeah.
like chicken? Or like,
Yeah,
shit,
bro, it's
so
lovely,
knows.
it's lovely.
Like, bro, like, how can I equate that with something righteous? When you
Yeah.
smell pork now,
Oh, God,
bro,
man. Yeah.
the amount of times when I was like living over at my mum's and that, and if something abominable got cooked, like the pork and all that, I could the whole
I had to get out the room,
bro,
yeah.
the whole house hung. Like
Yeah.
it will crack through the doors.
Yeah.
It will, like,
Yeah, on the
and it-
clothes. It's,
Yeah, man.
bro. So how can you equate that with something like it tastes like chicken? No, it don't.
Come on, man.
That's bullshit. That's just a demon.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
But you
trying
got
to deceive
demons
you.
on you.
Yeah, that's it.
I got a quick one, just on the point. This is Proverbs 12 and 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Yeah, Esau seduces people, man. He seduces through his media, his doctrines. You know, that's that was it Habakkuk, the wine. You know, the wine he's given Israel to drink. Yeah, and that wine is the false information. You know, going the contrary against the scriptures. You know, his doctrines, his philosophies, his feminism. Right? He's turning of things upside down. Yeah, and Jake is getting seduced. But guess what? At the same time, Jake need to blame themselves too because they willingly do it. You know?
Exactly.
A lot of Jakes don't want to take responsibility, man. Or accountability, should I say.
But they don't want to.
Yeah. No, go on. They want... A lot of Jakes complain about Esau. Yeah, Esau is the devil. And he's doing his job. But guess what? A lot of you Jakes, you are wicked, man. Have you everyone remember the cartoon Boondocks?
Yeah.
When they talked about the nigger moment? What happened in the nigger moment? You hear the voice of Huey, like, talking about it. And this what happens when you see two black men, eye to eye, all of that. Which is, it's actually, was it Regina King? She's doing the voiceover.
Yeah.
But yeah, Huey, he's talking about two nigger Jakes, yeah?
Some curses.
Yeah, walking at each other in the street. And maybe they had a hard look, which goes, in the scriptures, evil eye. And someone steps on brother's Jordans. God! And one barges in. Nigga, what you do? Huh? Instead of saying, yo, sorry, Art, man, my bad, man, I wasn't looking where I was going. Yeah? The guy says, this is a perfect time to throw your life away. They bring out a gun. One's got an Uzi. One's got an Uzi. One's got a pistol. And guess what? They're 2 centimeters close, yeah? Like, you see me there? They're busting cats. And they're not looking. And they miss all bullets. Then they come to realize, do you know what, Art, man? Hey, fuck this, man. This was some bullshit. But it's too late. The police come and say, hands in the air. But because they're holding guns, like, they get shot.
Yeah, that's this.
Now, it's funny when you watch the car, but that's the reality of Jake, man. That nigger moment, because it's in the scriptures, the curses. Yeah? And a lot of Jake are so stubborn and
That show cut a lot of things.
things.
The music game, all that, everything.
Especially the first 2 seasons, because it was actually a Jake that was directing
Produced
it.
it, yeah.
But from the 3rd or 4th season, it went dead, because I think he left in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they tried to like...
They watered it down.
Yeah, watered it down, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the first 2 seasons of Boondocks, beautiful, man. They were just going in on Jake. BET, they were going into BET.
Yeah.
They called it the Black Evil Television.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah.
Cursing out black woman,
The Black Woman.
Temple of Doom.
Yeah.
Uncle Ruckus.
Uncle, he is literally. He's a coon. But if he had
Yeah,
some...
but you gotta see his history. His history.
Yeah. But he used to be white as like Villa Lago.
Yeah.
Saving Mappa
Yeah.
Joe,
Oh, my baby. He's getting beat up by his dad. But yeah. But yeah, they showed you things.
His mom will love him and that.
Yeah. He's getting backed up.
Uncle Ruckus, yeah, go on.
But yeah, man. But they showed you that cartoon, man. It's a real cartoon, man. And they showed you Jake, catching hell and, the evil that Jake do, man. As well. And Esau does as well,
I was just gonna say as well that you can tell Jake really got no excuse in court because they don't take heed to the word.
That's it.
The word's out, man. They see the videos and truth being spread. What do? The Proverbs 1, Israelites. They found the hand. They were called, but they refused. And they rejected knowledge, man. They hated knowledge, and so.
Well, if you can get that scripture, let's get that, man.
Can I just say, about Boondocks? The very first episode, the first thing he says, is Jesus is black.
Yeah. Ronald Reagan's a devil.
Yeah.
Well, but you said the first thing.
That's the first thing he said.
Yeah.
He went into some Edomite party, innit? And there was like a white Jake that he's cool with, innit? With a
He
shotgun.
wanted to buy the house.
Yeah, he wanted to buy the house or something like that. Yeah, I forgot how it goes. But he took the mic and said, Jesus is black, Ronald Reagan's the devil,
9/11.
and 9/11 was a hoax or something like that. Yeah. Then all the Edomites bugged out. How can this be true? All of that, yeah. I remember, yeah, they went in, man, on that one, yeah.
Psalms 83 verse 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Yeah, and that's what they tried to do. They tried to do it recently in the the CVID era. What did they say? The minorities, Hispanics and blacks, you guys really need to take this V. You guys specifically. Why? Why is it specifically the Israelites? Because it's prophetic, man. It's the agenda, man. These heathens want to try and annihilate Jake, man. But guess what? Your prophecy won't be fulfilled. Your ideas, imaginations won't be fulfilled. Because the prophecies of the scriptures will stand, man. Yeah, and guess what? The elect's going to be saved anyway. Right? The remnant's going to be saved, man. What does it say? Was it Numbers 23:23? No enchantment. Yeah, no enchantment against Jacob, man. What does Nate say, man? Bishop Nathaniel. What did he say when he made me laugh? But it's true. Jake don't die, they multiply. That's what he said, man. But it's true. You know?
Shall I continue? Yeah. Verse 5, for they have consulted together, for they have consulted together with one consent, they are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab.
And it said one consent as well. You know, they're in agreement.
Okay, yeah.
You know, and you know, what is it? They breathe together. You know, I remember Apostle Kabar was mentioning that. You know, when you conspire, you breathe together.
Oh yeah, conspire.
And that's and that's what they're doing. They're in agreement against you Israelites. You know, these other nations, they're like, oh yeah, we got to do something about these Israelites. Yeah, they're growing their numbers. Yeah, they're getting more popular, and yeah, we got to keep them down. We got to keep them oppressed, because they know that we got to keep the laws of the holy Bible. So they try and do the things to get us to go off to sin.
Exactly.
Do the pork and
because they know through the scriptures, they know through the history that sin is our kryptonite. It is. When you go against the Most High Yahweh Shai, that's when we get fucked up. Because when you look at it in the base level, Jake Strong, man, was superior compared to these people even on the base level. Who's dominating the sports? No, athletics and all of that. The fastest man in the world, the greatest boxers, MMA. Yeah, is Jake. Jake is dominating. But why are we easily, put in a lower state? There's a spirit behind it, man. There's a spirit behind it. It's all prophecy, man. Yeah. We're going.
The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites.
So the first one was mentioned. Who was that? Edom, Esau. Yeah. Your white Zaddy, which you guys love, man. That you look up to. That's the number one there. Esau, Edom.
Yep.
Yeah. Go on.
Yep.
The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab and the Hagareans.
Saudi Arabia.
Saudis.
Yeah. That's where the money is.
UAE.
That's where Joshua and then Yusuf were fighting. That's where their money is now, isn't it? What did Busta Rhymes say? That Arab money. That's what he said. Do you know that beat? That was a hard track, didn't it? Back in the days. That Arab money. Yeah, but that's what's popping now. It's Saudi Arabia.
But even they showed you that them girls on Instagram, they go to Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai. So,
and they get paid to get shitted on and 25 grand to get dumped on.
Rats.
Or they might have like a massive orgy, like them honeys on so-called social media, that everyone looks at here, lusting over them. But then guess what? They get invited to yacht parties and they get shitted on for 25k. And they'll have a threesome for 10k or, whatever. But they will really be doing that. Yes. They get flown out there, they have to sign agreements. They sign a contract. They'll sign a contract. And when the contract's signed, then they can do what they're getting paid to do. So that's what's really going on. And why are they doing that? For money.
And Sims are just drawing after them.
Exactly. and she probably just got dumped on in Dubai or fucking the UAE, or you know what I'm saying? They probably got dumped on in some yacht on the Red Sea.
In the rage of the Red Sea.
You know what I'm saying? But it's true. But why is everything happening over there? Because there's money there. They're juiced in, so people know, okay, there's money to be made there. So all the wickedness that's a wicked place. But it's fitting that it's Armageddon because it's a place of judgment as well. The Middle East. So it's fitting, man.
It's true what you're saying, because they even built up that you were mentioning Dubai. They built that place up, man, from practically desert.
In like 10 minutes.
Yeah, and they made it like Las Vegas or something, man. So because they got the money. So
It was quick, innit? It was, man.
Fold up cities.
Yeah, it was, man.
Yeah, you got
Whenever the popular people are going somewhere, that's somewhere you don't want to go. You want to go somewhere else, man. Like, you got dumbass motherfuckers saving their pennies here to go Dubai. You have to have money to go to different kind of places, but they're doing it for the gram and all that. But I'd rather have the 4 or 5 grand that I've got and go somewhere else. I'll go south of Italy or something. Go Sicily, have a great time, live like a king, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say? Wherever popular people are going, that's where you don't want to go, man. That's where all the demon shit's happening.
That's where my supervisor colleague at work, he just came back recently from there, Dubai, innit? 5-star hotel, all of that. But we're living it up, you know.
Now he's coming back with mad overtime.
Mad overtime, bro.
100%.
But
back
yeah,
on the
man.
plantation.
Back in the plantation. I'm gone.
Jabal of Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines.
Amalek, the grandson of Esau. So basically, Esau's been mentioned twice. See? So Esau's an extreme devil, man. He's mentioned twice, man. Keep going.
Yeah.
Amalek,
the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also was joined with them.
The Muhammites, they want you in slavery too, man. The Muhammites, man. They want to oppress you too. I remember, was it Aries Spears? When he's talking about like Jake and like Hamites. He could be talking about like Jake's in the Hamites lands as well, but the impression I was getting is more like Hamites. Like he was saying, you know, Africans don't like niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? Every time when they say nigga, this nigga.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Even like, that's actually true.
Yeah.
Obviously, look, you know, there's a difference, but the land of Africa is a land of Ham.
Yeah.
So it's the truth. There's a difference in spirit, bro. Yeah. Some cats are gonna be, a lot of cats are gonna be Jake. Not some, a lot.
A lot.
But there is a difference, you know, like from those lands. So yeah, man.
You tell, yeah. You were saying that.
You can't just say I'm the same as someone.
Yeah, you can't.
You have to know the difference, and you have to know that it's true. The spirit.
That's it. It's true. You know, and what you were saying, but when them Hamites see the white man, hey, Mr. White Man, give them a kiss in it, all of that.
Cooling and that. But that's like confederation. They're in league together.
They're in league, man.
They love the white man and you know, so-called white man. And these nations, man, they're teamed up against Israelites, man. That's what it comes down to. You know,
All of them, that so-called land of Ham and that, they love white Jesus. If it ain't white Jesus, it's Muhammad.
Yeah.
The two biggest religions in the land of Ham is Muslim and Christianity. Ain't no fucking Buddha in that there. Probably in small skirmishes. But it's mainly Christian and Islam. And when we say Christian, we're talking about the white Christian.
Yes, the white Christian.
Because of conquering. And then when we say Islam, we're talking about the Mohammedans, because they fucking conquered the land, bro.
That's it.
That's why even on the West Coast, you got a lot of Muslim names. You got a lot of Jakes not go by Muslim names. Because even before, obviously, you had Muslim king, like the Moors. You know what I'm saying? You had a big Muslim influence, but that came from conquering. Or, you know, like even things like a party. This party will conquer your land, so you make agreements with them. Okay, we'll be, and that trickles down through generations. So it's a lot of things like that. But it's either Israel or Ham in those lands. Anyway, but go on now.
Ashur also joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Selah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kishon.
Got time?
You said Job 9?
Yeah, I'm going to read this last scripture now.
This is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, the wicked own this world, man. Yeah. The Lord gave them this time to rule, and it's the Edomites, man. Who else is ruling? You tell us who else is ruling. If it's not the Edomites, the so-called white. You want to say it's the so-called Chinese? You know, you want to say it's this so-called Aborigines from like Australia, New Zealand? Yeah. You wanna say it's these so-called Africans, these Hamites? No, man. It's these Edomites, man. The guys you see in the suit and ties, the kings of the earth, right? Where everybody looks onto, man. Do you know when it's an American election, the whole world stops, man. The whole world stops. Every country looks up to, like, you know, the American election, like as if that's the main one. But wait a minute, your own country's got one.
Like that's the election of the whole earth.
It's weird, like even like my old man, my dad, like when you remember them days when Obama became president.
Yeah.
Like when Obama became president, like my dad was like, oh, this is the greatest thing in history, all that. But listen, Obama's in America, man. He ain't doing nothing here for England. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's funny because I remember when Obama got in power, and I was like happy in that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's like me and my mum was in the living room, and you know, but no cap, my mum actually said to me, but like you're getting all excited, but what's changed? What's gonna change for people of color? She actually said that to me.
In the right spirit,
And I was like, be quiet, like.
Yeah, man, it's our time, like.
But you know what? She's right. She was
She's
actually right, man.
Right.
She's passed away now, but she actually said that to me. I was like, I remember that, because she goes, "Oh, you're getting all excited, but then what's gonna change? We'll see what's gonna change then." Like basically.
She was smart, man.
You know, because I was kind of like thinking, but Beezy's up in that
yeah.
mouth. But he's a Hamite ass. He's in probably an Esau anyway.
Yeah.
But
He's
the
got
point
ties
is,
to Amalek.
but I remember that. It's funny, man. But that was to fuck up people's heads.
It was, yeah.
And what the hell did he do? He didn't do shit.
Yeah.
He's actually made it worse.
He made it worse. There was more. I think there was an increase in police brutality, and that's when the LGBT got more
rights and stuff.
More rights and stuff like that. So he made it worse, man. And they're puppets anyway. You know?
And he cursed out the Bible as well, innit?
Yeah, he did. Remember, you had that. I think it could be a white Jake. He said, "You Antichrist!" He was in the crowd. You remember? He shouted at him, "You Antichrist!" And I think they scored him out, innit? Yeah, they called him Antichrist.
But that's what it was. It was to make like Jake's, like, you know, like your pops and like,
get the votes in.
It's like make them excited in the planet.
Yeah.
Like what the? Come on, man.
Yeah, man. It's just black votes. That's what it all was, man.
This is all a joke, though.
Old Beezy, man.
Really,
yeah, we all
like
got bamboozled, man. But anyways,
he didn't know the truth.
That's it,
He didn't know the truth.
That's it, man. You got any more scriptures?
And they trained him like to speak like he's from Chicago.
Yeah, man.
And then you see him play basketball with hell.
Terrible.
Like, you know, you might have a Jake that has never played basketball, but you know, he just fucks around with a ball. He's all right. Yeah. That dude, it was like the ball was like a meat. When he bounced it went ahead of him. You know, like
roll the sleeves up and that.
Come on, man.
And I think there was one time he was invited to a show and he had to dance with a woman, like a Jake woman. And she was doing like salsa with him, innit? And I think he got carried away, he wanted to grab her ass and all of that. And he wasn't even dancing properly, and she kind of like brushed him away and like, I'm not feeling this. He was dancing with shit, innit?
Vibing it.
Yeah, he wasn't vibing.
I get it.
You know, a fly came in his face when he was telling that speech. Have a sandwich.
He was trained, man.
He was trained, man. That robot, man.
They trained him as if he was like some Jake from Chicago or something like that. But he's but that's what they said he was from and all that.
Yeah.
Fuck, get the hell out of here, man. That was all a fucking Masonic agenda, man.
I know.
Burger?
Yeah, burger.
Burger.
All of that shit, yeah. Go ahead.
Let me get the lemon pepper.
Yeah.
What would you like? No, it's all me.
You can trust me, burger.
I got it.
Yeah.
This is Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
Israel, right? There's a difference, man. There's a difference, man, between us Israelites and the Hamites, man. Yeah? Yeah, you may look at the features. Ooh, curly hair, afro, dark skin, melanin, all of that, different shades. All right. But it's beyond that, man. It's the spirit. Our mannerisms, our characteristics. Yeah? And things that are promised to us, man. The promises of the scriptures, man. You know, that we are heirs of the kingdom. You know? We're different, man. And you can see, like, in the lower level, the way we interact. Well, it said it anyway. In Exodus, if you can find it, when there was a new Pharaoh, and he wanted to exterminate us, and he told the maidens of Israel, but it even said the maidens of Israel were like lively compared to the Egyptians. I think it said that, right? It said they were lively.
Yeah, they're not like the Egyptians.
They're not like the Egyptians. So our women, he was basically saying the spirit of our women were different to the Egyptians. You know, they were lively, had more spirit, and they're like, nah, we're not gonna sacrifice our male children. No, we're gonna stand by the Lord. You know, that's when our women were in their right mind. But yeah, if you can find that.
Yeah, I think it's
lively, man.
1 and 7. From 1 and 7.
Yeah, chapter 1. I know it's chapter 1. So we got a different spirit to these Hamites, man, to these Egyptians. With them, what they South Sudan, them tall, what how do you call it? What Tutsis? Yeah, them tall ass guys.
Sudan, the Sudan,
Tutsis or something
they're
like that.
in war themselves, man.
Yeah. Fuck, you know, their average height, even they're like the woman's like 6 foot, man. They're tall, man.
6'7", man.
Yeah, fuck. Wasn't there a big Hamite basketball player?
Renute Ball.
Yeah. Where was he from?
Sudan.
Sudan, innit? Yeah. His spirit was off, though, innit?
Tall dude, that.
You know. And them
Tall guy,
lanky, but the way their bones move is just weird, like. Oh, go on.
Do you want the point?
Yeah, point, yeah.
This is Exodus 1 and 19. Or do you want to read into it?
Yeah, read into it a bit, yeah. Well, it says the Pharaoh that they didn't know. The Pharaoh that didn't know,
It's in there, it's in there.
Yeah, it's up from 7. Yeah, 7.
This
Or
is-
6. When Joseph died.
This is Exodus 1 and verse 6. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation, and the children of Israel were fruitful and increased
That's like-
abundantly.
Jake breed up, man. Jake's known for breeding, man. Just like back in Genesis with the sons of God, which is basically Israel before they were known as Israel. They were breeding, man. Jake's the one that, when you look at Jake breeds with all types of women, man. If you go on the street, you see Jake, guy with an Elam woman, or white woman, even like Filipino. Jake's was just with as long as they look cute, got nice hair and a booty, Jake's fine, man. They're sorted. I'm saying Jake's the one that likes to mingle, like variety. In nature, we're kings, man.
That's how we know them. You know the camps that talk about you can't do that.
Yeah.
They're talking smack.
Talking shit, innit?
Because when they're on their own, they will do it.
They'll do that, they do that. Okay, you would have
You
stayed.
see a fine
you can-
Filipino lady like, and she's there, and she wants you.
Yeah.
They're gonna say, no, it's against my God.
Against
You know
my
that.
God. Bullshit.
That's BS, man. You're gonna, they're gonna fucking breed have a baby with it, man.
Alright.
Baby with her. Come on, man.
Okay.
Come on, that's that bullshit, man.
Yeah.
That's to appease Eve. Like she gives a fuck anyway.
Yeah, she gives a fuck. You can carry on catching your hell with Eve, man. But obviously, there's there's cool sisters out there. You know.
Yeah, straight up,
Yeah.
man.
But
Straight up, bro.
it is what it is, man. The Israelite man has the right to deal with any woman he wants, man, as long as she's single. Go on.
It says, and waxed is exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them. Now there arose up a king. It says, now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph.
Yeah, that's it.
And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply.
'Cause that's the spirit. Because we're under the Egyptians, right? But yet Israel was still more and mightier than them. So let that sink in, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Jake breed fast, man. Jake like fucking, man. Yeah, and it was more and mightier than them, and they're the ones that basically had, you know, had rulership. The Egyptians. You see, but so now the Egyptians were in fear. Oh shit, man! Look at them. They're growing them more than us, man. One day they might fuck us up, which we will. We will fuck you up. For the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. But look what they were thinking. Look what they tried to do. They tried to exterminate us, man. Look what they go on.
Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
You see that? So they were thinking, shit, if they grow, they might become allies of our enemies and take us out. We're going.
Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them.
Hamite taskmasters, tall ass Hamite taskmasters.
Fucking Goliath.
Yeah, Goliath.
Yeah, you know, he was a fat, tall ass Philistine.
Yeah.
So he's part of the same kind of mink tribe.
Yeah.
And he was a fucking, you know, so them taskmasters must have been. Watch Prince of Egypt.
Disney.
I love you know, every now and then you watch it, you see them taskmasters, but you got a picture of who he was.
Who it was, yeah.
But you see how it was.
Yeah.
There must have been some tall ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bowls.
Yeah, man, with whips and
whips
all
and
that.
sticks.
Kind of mad, like,
all of that.
In whatever ancient Sumerian or something like.
It's over there. All of that.
So that, you got a picture of that.
Yeah, lanky feet, dirty feet, booting you. Yeah,
Egypt,
yeah.
and that shit still talked. That kingdom is still talked about today.
Today, man.
You know. Go ahead, bro. Go on, that.
It says taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
That's the pyramids.
Yeah.
That's actually in the scriptures. The treasure cities is the pyramids.
Yeah.
The pyramids. They put the bodies of the mummies in them, and they buried them with the gold.
Yeah.
So that's what they were, treasure cities. They were places where they buried the dead, and they put gold in there with them. They believe they're gonna go with it.
That ring. Yeah.
So that's the treasure cities. That's the pyramids.
Yeah.
So Israel built that, and what proves Israel built the pyramids as well? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, like, remember the X-Men Apocalypse?
Yeah.
They showed you in the beginning that.
Yeah,
you know,
he
the
was
treasure city. Yeah. And I think they decked him out.
Yeah,
They tried to transfer.
But it's funny they put him in Egypt and that.
Yeah, Egypt. Yeah.
They found him in the
Apocalypse is a Jake, man.
Jake, right? Yeah.
Hey, but you know it's funny because they did the Egypt thing, right? They, the treasure cities. See, I lost my train of thought there, but yeah, bro, that's true. That's true.
You said they buried themselves with gold.
In the gold, yeah, they buried themselves with dead. Yeah.
You were saying what proves that that Israelites built the pyramids as well.
Oh yes, that's right. What proves that is when you go to Mexico, they built the same things.
I think it's Peru as well, isn't it?
Peru,
yeah.
And I think there's more of them.
There's
more,
loads.
More, yeah.
And you know what? Esau could not build those things
today.
So think about Egypt till the Aztecs and Incas and their kingdom. That was hundreds of years later, and they built the same things that there's in Egypt. That shows you who built the pyramids.
Yeah.
But Esau still can't recreate them. No, Esau can't recreate the Aztec temples. He can't recreate them. So he can't recreate the pyramids. Like, how did they make this? So there's always been technology. But you know, the Lord hides things, blanks your mind away from things over time. But they cannot recreate it.
Because Esau's still trying to figure out how did they move these big rocks? How
did they build
how
it
did they
is?
build it? Yeah.
You know?
I think they even tried as well with like cranes.
And they didn't.
They were unable to do it.
Yeah, because you know, like one perimeter that's off makes it collapse and all that. They can't do it. So it just proves to you that was the Lord, but it was Israel that did it.
That was our people, man. And you can see it in the you know, the paintings of the pyramids. You see Hebrew slaves, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Getting whipped and that.
Yeah.
And were forced to wear Egyptian garments.
Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
It says, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramesses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew,
Yeah, he's a famous one, isn't it? Ramesses.
Ramesses.
I remember like they taught you that in fucking school.
Tutankhamun
and Tutankhamun.
Ramesses,
You
yeah.
still remember that?
I know, it's good. Ahmud.
Yeah.
Ahmud and Anubis and
So
all that
love
shit.
Egypt.
Yeah.
They'll tell you that from
Yeah.
a you in school.
Yeah.
I know, from a like primary school
Yeah.
era. You're like 5, 6. They're
Yeah.
teaching you Egypt.
Yeah.
Tutankhamun.
Amun-Ra and all that shit.
But what you meant to learn
Yeah.
when you think about it, then tell us the history of what he did. They don't even tell you that.
It's always about mummies and death. Like,
Yeah,
that's what
like,
it is. Yes.
he had gold and-
Sarcophagus and
But they don't tell you
Yeah.
who he was,
Yeah.
who he ruled over. They never. School.
Yeah.
School's bullshit, man.
what they say.
Then it jumps from that to Hitler later. It's like, so what the fuck did I
Big leap in it.
What did I
Big
learn?
leap,
Man?
yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
It jumps from that
big
to
leap,
World
yeah.
War II. What the
World War
fuck did I
II.
learn?
Fucking hell.
Evilest man in there.
Yeah, like.
You gotta get that in there.
But they say like Tutankhamun, they chopped him in pieces or something like that.
Dash him in the river.
Yeah, river. Yeah. Yes. Some bugged out weird shit. Go on.
It says, and they were grieved because of the children of Israel, and the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
So they're pissed, they're green.
Yeah,
Why can't they just die?
teeth grinding.
Yeah. Like, See? And that's how Esau is today, man. Yeah. Jake's taking these V's, but they're not dying enough. You know?
Yeah.
Why are they waking up? Why? How come they know about this Israelite thing? Why?
Yeah.
That's what Esau is, man. He's rolling in his bed, man. Especially the elites. Go on.
And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage
Oh gosh.
in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field.
Well, that's technology. Brick, the pyramids.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Mortar,
Right.
brick,
Mortar, yeah.
slime and stuff like that.
Building.
Oil.
Stone.
Yeah, stone.
Yeah.
You see? So Jake's got busy, man, making them treasure cities. Yeah, go on.
All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him.
See that? Eugenics, depopulation. If it's a son, if it's a male child, a man child, they were told to kill them. Go on. And that's happening today. Yeah? Abortions, man. The Egyptians, the modern day Egyptians, Esau, Sargot,
Margaret Sanger.
yeah, all of that's been passed on in Planned Parenthood is now sacrificing your children to Molech, basically. Yeah, with your abortions, and guess what? It's sad to say, but a lot of Jake women are the ones that's committing those abortions, man. I remember back in the days, a couple of years back, there was like a billboard in America, and it said a dangerous place to be as an African American is in a black woman's womb. That's how high the abortions were. That's an embarrassment. They put that in see, and that's the devil for you. They tell you to abort, then they'll blast Jake's image up there in a billboard, but they're the ones telling you to abort. See, but at the same time, you black women, you did it, man. And you Latino women as well. Yeah, that's murder, man. And what's the punishment
Yeah,
of
but
murder?
Esau will use Jake for the fucking billboards of everything.
Yeah, everything, yeah.
Look at this all this race stuff that's been brought up, like with George Floyd. How the fuck did Jake become the face of racism to now LGBT and that whole shit? That whole race stuff transformed into this now. The rights of black people's linked with that and all that. It's some madness, bro.
Ridiculous.
But they always will. But then they'll use the Jake, crackpots to promote it. Yeah, but not.
Yeah.
It's not as deep as what you're saying there. Like, but it's true. They will promote Jake for their agendas.
Yeah.
You know, all that feminism stuff. I swear it was to begin with the white woman and all that.
Yeah.
Her beef with the white man, but
Yeah.
it turned into black women's
Black
beef.
women.
But that was an agenda.
Gender. You know, to divide you from your men. Go on.
It says, but the midwives, it says, and he said, when you do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. But the midwives feared the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive.
Bro, so you see, so back then you had Israelite women, you know, so-called black Latino women back then in their right mind. They're like, nah, fuck that, man. We fear the Lord, man. We're not killing our men. No, we need our men. Yeah? But do you hear women like that talking like that today? We don't need y'all. We're independent. We don't need no man. I make my own money. I don't care if you niggas die. Niggas ain't shit. That's how you talk. Yeah, but look how the Israelite women were talking back then. You see? So a lot of you black women, Latino women, you sold out, man. You followed Esau. You took that Babylon juice, and look, now your whole life is screwed. You're hitting the wall. You're alone. You're bitter. You ain't got no man. Multiple kids. Yeah, you're stressed out. No government assistance. You're just through, man. Yeah? All because, you know, you believed that to be a rebel basically to a man. But look what it's cost you. Go on.
It says,
does it say they're lively or something like?
Yeah. It says, and the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing, and have saved the men children alive? And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
Lively, man. They got a different spirit, man. Can you go into the lively, the word? Blue letter. Yeah. It's kind of like the same account with Moses when he saw a Hebrew servant getting whipped, and he had compassion.
Yeah.
He was like, "No, fuck that. That's my people's, man." And he slew that Egyptian. Then he had to flee in it because everyone was gonna find out. See, you're supposed to have love for your brethren, your people, man.
So the word, all right, for lively, all right, says is hayi, or hey, and it says outline of biblical usage: vigorous, lively, having the vigor of life. It says lively.
Yeah, man, we just got different spirit to them, man. Different spirit, and Jake is usually the ones that's more spiritual, man. Yeah, believe in the Most High, higher power. Yeah, Jake is usually in society. Jake is usually the friendly ones, man. Friendly ones usually have better customer service and stuff like that amongst the heathens, you know. Just different spirit.
I
Yeah,
got
man.
the root word.
Yeah.
So the root word is hayah, and it says to live, have life, remain alive, sustain life, live prosperously, live forever, be quickened, be alive, be restored to life or health. It says quicken as well, man.
Quicken, yeah. With John 6:63. Words that speak unto you, the spirit and life. You know, they quicken it as well. But yeah, man, that's it, really, yeah. You got something else? I'm gonna.
So, yeah, don't worry. Yeah,
Bless man. Shalom. Yeah, bless you, shalom.
see you, brother.
Go back to hell with it. Fucking long, man.
It is, bro. You up in that? Yeah.
Yeah, man, till the morning, man. At least I'm off tomorrow, though. Yeah, man. Hey, shalom. Shalom. I'm gonna leave my garment in
In the back.
Go on.
This is Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's it. That's right. That's why Jake's getting punished today, because that's the only people the Lord's dealing with, man. You know, the nation of Israel, man. You know, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. That's why you're getting punished, because the Lord's working with Jake, but then you're getting punished because you're always the ones. You're the ones that the Lord's given to. You're sinning, basically. You know. Yeah, man. Go ahead, right? So, but that cuts anyone talking about that anyone can be delivered or the Lord can be with everyone, which is all BS. You know what I mean? Go ahead, right?
And as well as who was the ones that was delivered from Egypt? You know, it was the Israelites, the 12 tribes, man.
Yeah.
You know, so and they were the ones that was given the laws, statutes, and commandments. You know, so you know this is a book for us.
No problem, bro.
Yeah.
The Holy Bible is our book, man.
No, you got something. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right?
Concerning.
And you know, we'll start getting into that destruction and stuff too, man.
Yeah.
Go on, brother. Go on.
So, Malachi chapter 1 verse 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us?
Yeah,
Was
that's what Jake says today, man. Well, that's their excuse for the way that people live, the way people Jake live. Their excuse is, oh, but God don't care about. We've heard that a million times. You know, you might say to someone, you might mention something scriptural. Nah, I don't want to hear that. You know, like, you know. Come on, man. We've heard that the end of the world's coming 10 years ago.
Can I leave you this?
Yeah, yeah.
See that, yeah?
Some more fuel in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you. I see you.
Shalom,
I
Akim,
see
yeah?
you. Go on. But you know them Jakes, they say that.
Instant scoff, isn't
Yeah,
it?
well, that's what the brother read.
Yeah.
They say stuff like that, like, yo, you know, basically, you know, nah, we've heard that 5 years ago, the end of the world was coming, you know? But that's what Jake said, wherein hast thou loved us? Go ahead, right? Well, the Lord's saying that, about Jake, wherein, go ahead.
I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemi Al Shai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh Shemi Al Shai? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau.
But so you see, that's why you got to know the prophecy and scriptures. Because who's Esau today? Esau is the so-called white man. Who's Jacob today? Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You got to know that and believe that, so you know what's going on. Because if you're looking at it without an eye of the understanding of the word, you think that you don't know nothing, man. You know they think, well, hold on, these crackers are prospering, I've got to side with them. That's how people think. So that's what a lot of Jake do. They will take deals and they'll side with Esau, not knowing that, hold on, let him have his glory, man, because his time will come. Whenever you see someone doing wicked shit, you got to let them be, because their time will come when they go down. You know? So it's about knowing the truth. So we know who Jacob is. See, even with us here, it's like we don't envy the wicked. We don't envy I don't envy the Rothschild, for example. We don't envy what they have. I want to rule, but I don't envy their shit. Let them have what they have in this world. It's fucked anyway. Your kingdom is polluted. Your kingdom's fucked. They're ruling in a fucked up world. But that's the heaven Esau's created for himself. You know what I mean? Go on, that. So you shouldn't envy what they have, pretty much. You know, like money and shit like that. Don't envy that. You know, don't be in your head, I need to get this up. I need to be a millionaire and shit. You know, you got to snap out of them type of thoughts. Don't envy the wicked. How the fuck did most of these people you see that are celebrities and shit, how did they get what they have? Or people that are in positions of any kind of authority, they got it through a deal. You even see that on a low level in jobs, what people do to become managers. I'm like, for another $5,000, you're that desperate.
Yeah.
You show, even these low level environments show you the low life.
Breaking their backs, going above and beyond.
Yeah, sitting on others.
Yeah. Just
For
to
fucking
get that,
$1,000.
Yeah, for that managerial position and that.
Go ahead, you got some more?
Yep. And I hated Esau and laid his mountain and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
So that's the future of Esau. The Lord hates Esau. So you got to know that we stand into it. Esau, we say it all the time. The so-called white man, his time's going to come, beginning with their elites. They're going down, bro. They're Edomites. They're on their way out. And the Lord's going to lay their kingdom waste pretty much. You look at their big-ass buildings. I don't know. The Shard, the Twin Towers, that's gone. The new Empire State Building. You know what I mean? The Empire State Building. I don't know all the names of these buildings, but all these high-rise shit that Esau has, where people fall in love with his society. Because, you know, you might go to the city, any city, and you see it, you admire it. People see it and they're in awe of it, but it's going to be destroyed, man. Go ahead, Ak.
verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, power of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down.
So they built. They've actually come out of the pits of hell, or the pits which held slavery. They actually got risen back up, and they built. What you see today is all their shit, man. They built up. They built up big time. But guess what? They're going back down, man. It's for a short time. You know, you see these fucking big ass buildings and people in suits going in and out of them. You're not supposed to envy that. Oh, I want to be among that. Guess what? You're desperate to get among that. Go get among it, and you're gonna start seeing wicked shit, man.
Yeah. That's it.
You're gonna think, why the fuck did I even bother? Well, someone that has a mind, and think, why was I even trying to get in and among that?
That's that Cat Williams, man. Cat Williams, he was getting up higher in those circles in Hollywood, and you saw what happened to him. He was like, I can't believe what's happening. What you were seeing, we were seeing all types of wickedness, and they tried to, kind of like blackball him a bit. They tried to go after him.
Yeah.
But he was seeing like the wickedness that happens when you're getting the money, the deals, all those things, the wealth and all of that. But the scriptures tell you that you have to bow to Satan. Remember when they tempted the Lord as well? If thou would only but worship me, and I'll give you all these kingdoms. So like you're saying, bro, it's not, it's not worth it, man. We want the kingdom where we get the wealth, the riches, the power, in righteousness. But we got to wait on the Lord for that.
Go ahead.
Go on, man.
Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, power of hosts. They shall build, but I will throw down.
Yeah, so that's the time we're in. The kingdom's going to get thrown down. And we can even get the Joel 3, get the scriptures, about the missiles. So they've built. Esau's built. Bro, come on, this realm. Even look at, we mentioned it earlier, Dubai, which is the land of Ishmael and that. But Esau really is behind all of that. That's a fucking, they built that place in 10 minutes. It's a fucking, you got an island here, fucking Ferraris here. The roads look all, have you seen some of them roads? They're all glistening with Lamborghinis flying past them.
All clean and that.
All clean, they got
hotels,
£1 million jewelries.
Underwater and, hotels and stuff like that.
Casinos on the water. The shit's like it looks like like something you could make in a game.
Yeah.
But guess what? That's been built. It's going to get thrown down. They ain't just took the scripture when it says Esau's building. Because Esau runs the world. Don't get it twisted. Huh? You see these Dubai sheikhs. They're under Amalekites. As much as they're rich, they're not above the Rothschilds. They're not above the elite so-called Jew banking families, bro. They're beneath them. They're puppets. They make you think that they're rich. So if everyone believes it, we got to go to Dubai. But the Amalekites, Salakia, are over them. Go ahead. But they're going to be brought down. See, all that they have is going to be destroyed by them nuclear missiles, Armageddon, Judgment Day. Judgment Day is going to end the society of the Edomites. Go ahead, Ad.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people.
Yeah, so that's the border of wickedness is Esau. Anywhere Esau is the border of wickedness. Look where we are, where we live, or the country where we dwell in. The laws are wicked. The place is fucked up. The abominations are allowed to excel. Like abominable things are allowed to prosper where we live, where we are. Go ahead.
The pride marches.
Yeah.
They make that all over the world. Why? Because Esau's dwelling there. He's giving them liberty to do wickedness.
So abominable things are what's allowed to prosper. But guess what? The Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is going to bring it down. Go on, that.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people
so
against
you can be in Russia, you can be in fucking in Ireland, you can be anywhere. Esau. Well, we was in Ireland. We went to Ireland. I went to Ireland. Me and the elder brother, the camp, Elder Ramal, went to Ireland. And when you go into Dublin, there's a big ass obelisk. As soon as you get up in there, it's the same shit everywhere. You know what I mean? It's cool because we didn't just go to Dublin. We went Cork as well, another city. It's cool. It's cool, man. We were chilling. Things happen, but it would be good to spend even more time there. It's cool, but it just shows you it's the same blueprint that Esau has everywhere. The system is the same. Like, you know, it's another province of the rulers, man. You know. So it's just funny how the big ass obelix is there. You know, concrete jungle. But an island's nice because when we got on the coach and you're driving, there's loads of green. It's better than here. You know, it's better than here. But England's nice too. I'm talking about better than where we live in right now. But England's nice too. But Ireland has loads of green. It's a nice place, man. But the devil's system's still there. You know, people are oppressed there. You know, people are oppressed over there, man. Anyway, go ahead, Ad.
And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Shemi Shai had indignation forever.
The indignation is a righteous anger. So the Lord's angry with this place forever. He's angry with Esau. Wherever Esau's built his shit, the Lord's angry there. Another place Esau's thing, where's another province of Esau? Australia. Australia is a stolen land. They stole that from Japheth. Them Aborigines over there, they're fucked up. They're drunk. They're in reservations. It's the same blueprint, man. But then you have Sydney, you have Melbourne, you have all these massive cities everyone loves to visit with debauchery going on there. But that was built through wicked shit, bro. But the Lord's going to visit that too. Go ahead, Dad.
Remember they got like sin cities as well.
Yeah.
They end up having little sin cities.
All over the world.
You know, brothers, you know, in the camp, they bring that out. They mention that. You know, you've got the actual one in Las Vegas, which is probably the most known.
Yeah.
You know, Sin City. But that's because Esau's ruling there. He's the border of wickedness. He allows people to, you know, have that wicked lifestyle. You know, but it shows you that the Lord's going to destroy this place because he's got indignation. He's got righteous anger forever. So he's thinking you're just going to let this continue and like forever. No, the Lord's going to actually eventually throw it down, man. You know,
with them nukes.
With them nukes, the missiles, man. That fiery destruction. You know, so that's what we're doing. We're watching for these prophecies because they're not going to fail, man. You know, they're going to take place. America, which is Babylon, is going to be destroyed. You know, these other cities that get hit with destruction as well. The Lord's got his eyes on this place, man. You know, there's nothing that the Lord don't see happen. You know, because what the scriptures say with the inward thought,
the houses shall continue forever.
They'll continue. But the Lord's like, no, I'm going to throw this place down, man. You know, so that's what's coming.
Go ahead, Dad.
I got Joel. So,
go on, Dad.
Is he finished from that?
Yeah.
Finished, yeah? Did you want Joel 3?
Yeah.
Top, yeah.
Let's go. Let's get Joel 3. Let's get a few destructions. I'll get into that.
All right.
Yeah. Even Ezra's 15, the arrows. Go ahead, Dad.
Judgment, man. This is
Judgment.
Judgment, man. Yeah. This is Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also...
Yeah, the Lord's going to bring... Judah and Jerusalem represents the northern and northern kingdoms together. The Lord's going to reverse our slavery, and he's doing that now. That's why we ain't got the sign with us now. But the tribes, all the Achaim are linking up from different tribes. Whether it's Ephraim, Issachar, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, everyone's linking up, man. Through the word, though. You know? Not through no worldly avenues. It's through the word, man. Everyone's linking up, man. Go on, man. All the tribes. So the Lord's reversing our captivity right about now, man. Go ahead, Dad.
It says, I will also
That's why Esau's world's going down. You gotta be a real dummy if you can't see the so-called white man's going down. You know what I mean? They're on their way out, bro. Some of these E's, even when you see some of these E's, their spirit's fucked.
Through, man.
You see it, innit?
Yeah, when they look at you, they catch your eyes, or their
Some
heads
of them,
down.
some of them try not to even do that. But when they do, it's like they're through. They don't know where you're at, because most of they know Jake's destroyed. But because of the spirit that the spirit the Lord gives us is like, we got that Django spirit,
Unchained.
So Esau knows that, some of them E's, they know they're them, they want to be free, they're them niggas that want that power.
Yeah.
Like,
They're gonna come.
So like, not the N-word, but they're them Jakes that want that power. So they have them thoughts. Just as much as you think, don't think E's don't think. They know that. That's why they bug out when they see. With us, it's different because of the spirit the Lord's given us. So it's like people just trip at you anyway. Jakes too. But anyway,
It's in the scriptures. What the scriptures tell you that they're grievous to behold. Talking about the elites. Because they see we out here standing on our feet.
proclaiming but we're talking the truth though.
Yeah.
See, we're not standing up with no saying anything.
Yeah.
Because if we were saying anything, Esau would promote it. You know, he would actually probably come to this. Let me give you keep promoting that. Keep promoting that. But with us, it's like, it's just, you know, it's the truth, bro. We're speaking the Bible. You know, Esau, if you're a Jake pushing something that he knows ain't the truth, he'll give you money for it. Go on, mate.
It says, I will also gather all nations.
Which fuck your money anyway, man. Go on, mate.
I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Yeah, that's the Middle East, basically. You know? That's the Middle East, man. All them areas, Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Yemen, that you know that area, like the Red Sea areas and all that. Oman. It's all that areas linked. That's the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man. The Valley of Judgment, man. Saudi Arabia. Go on, mate. They're all gonna gather there, man. And you know what? Them places are real evil, man. But it's funny the Lord's gonna bring it there where he's just gonna judge everyone there. And it's funny that in that area now is where everyone's going to get deals and shit. Everyone's gone there. Go on, mate. They're gonna get fucked up, man.
Right.
Go on.
And it says,
you're gonna be a real dummy to keep believing in bullshit, man.
like you were saying earlier, if you can't see that this is the end, then you know you're on the, you know.
Well, hold on. Right now, as we're speaking, Ukraine's getting bombed.
Yeah. Continually, yeah.
Wait, Russia actually owns Ukraine right now, but people just partying and bullshitting. Bro, there's a war going on right now, and it's coming to your doorstep.
Well, it's affecting you directly. They're raising energy prices for it.
Yeah.
And imagine that.
Food, yeah.
Energy bills.
Yes.
You know.
Food, energy, bills, all that, man. Gas.
Yeah.
It's affected. Why? Because of what's going on with the war.
And you know, Boris
really,
Johnson,
them Russians, they've already, from when they invade Ukraine, they've already said F America. They don't care about here.
Yeah.
So what's it to them to mess up here in due time? It's nothing, man. But these idiots, you know, the Lord is bad because most people don't deal with reality. They're in la la land. The time they deal with reality is when their legs get blown off. Or the shit hits them right up in their house.
yeah. They can't go nowhere. They're forced to deal with it.
You're forced to deal with it.
I was going to say, because even Boris Johnson, you know, he's a real demon, man. He even came out and said, oh yeah, we're raising like the prices and the costs are going up, but that's just the price we got to pay to resist Putin. And he said something basically around those lines, but it's like,
which is bullshit.
it's bullshit. Like he's got, like I'm not beefing him.
They're basically using the war to further rip you off.
Yeah, that's basically what it is, man.
You know,
That's what's going on.
they're using what's going on there to further rip you off. Which there's no unity here anyway. America and England, bro, there's like a million. You live next door to like a million different nationalities. What unity is in that? These people don't give a fuck about it. Babylon's a mess, and England's nothing but a extension of America. It's a mess here too, man. Well, London is anyway, mainly. It's a mess. It's an extension. You know, it's all freaks, weirdos. There's no unity, and you know, like them. Even with them Russians, for example, they're like they will destroy these places. They're more in together as a people.
One
Here,
cause, one goal.
they'll destroy this shit. If it's up to the Lord, they will destroy this shit. But the Lord's going to work things different. But here's just a mess. Freaks. This nation's here, that nation's there. There's no order, man. Go ahead, go on. They don't even believe in one thing. This country, everyone argues about different things. They're not even in one mind. Go ahead,
It says, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, who they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Yeah, go into it.
Yeah, so so the reason this judgment is coming, the reason total destruction, what they say, the nuclear Holocaust, yeah, like those terms that they use. The reason all of that, tragedy and stuff is coming is because the Lord has to judge the nations for their evils, man. Especially the oppression that they've done to the Lord's people, the slavery, because we were being traded all over, that region as well.
Yeah.
There's no coincidence that heavy judgment's coming there as well.
Yeah.
So they got to pay for that, and the Lord's going to have them burned alive there.
Well, the Indian Ocean slave trade was Ishmael and them.
Yeah.
It was a big
before the transatlantic.
Yeah. Well, you can look into it, because even during the transatlantic, they were slave trading. They still do it today, and so does Esau. But we're talking in them big transactions. You had the Indian Ocean slave trade. You look into it, you see there's some fucking crazy history there, man. They had massive revolts. Like one of the biggest slave rebellions was from that slave trade, the Indian Ocean slave trade. That's why even when you look at Saudi Arabia, when you look at their football teams, their soccer teams, a lot of them are Negroes.
Yeah.
Look at a lot of them Iraqis. If you type it in, you see it. A lot of them Iraqis and that. You got a lot of Negro Iraqis, but they've just been there from generations. They were taken in slavery, but they speak the language and that. But they're actually the football team there, all that. Yeah, man. So there's a lot of Jakes that's been there for generations that speak the languages, but they were brought there through that captivity. Go on.
And it says, I will plead with them there, meaning the Lord's going to judge them. So that's what this is about, judgment. And it says, for my people, which are the Israelites, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. You know, because we were invaded, man, our homeland, Israel. Right? Jerusalem, ransacked. And now what? They're just fighting over that land. Giving parts to different heathens.
Well, Amalek and Ishmael.
Going at it over the land.
Yeah, Palestinians and Esau. Well, which the Palestinians are Ishmael, and the Edomites are the Amalekites. Which, obviously we know you're going to have Jakes among them, but predominantly it's dumb nations. They're fighting over the land. But that land's got to get cleansed anyway. When we get the land back, we're not going to walk into the land they're chilling in now. Yeah. It's got to be cleansed, bro. You know how much blood's been spilt there? It's defiled, man. Right now, the Lord's put a curse on it where they can't even grow anything over there. It's a bowl of dust.
It's cursed.
Go on, eh?
You want me to continue?
Yeah. Because I wanted to get where it starts to talk about the missiles. Because it's going to talk about as if they're like horses on the walls. You see it.
I'll continue. It says,
let's continue reading that. Yeah.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine.
Yeah, the movie's Goodbye Uncle Tom. Watch that. It shows you that. Goodbye Uncle Tom. You see that the trade basically. So it goes into that, man. The transatlantic slave trade. Jakes were getting traded for musket guns and wine. It shows you in Goodbye Uncle Tom some of these things. And then, and then basically they made Jake like they pretty much like pimp Jake out, bro. Let's be real, man.
Yeah.
That's the fucking reality, man. Made the little lads basically homosexuals, did make the all kind of freak shit with the women. And then yeah, bro.
Glitting them up.
Yeah, what you see today is what you see today in the world is the same thing that Esau was doing from the beginning. Go on. Esau was doing that anyway in captivity. Watch them movies, goodbye. Watch them things to remind you in your brain. It's life.
Sounds good in that.
You know what? It's buffering still. Watch them things to remind you. Yeah, it's live. It's live. It's live.
Okay.
It's live. Go ahead.
Go on. Okay, yeah. So we back. It's just, technical difficulty happens, So this is back in Joel chapter 3 and verse 8. I'll start from 7. It says, Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. And so it shows you as well that, these nations, they're going to pay for the slavery they've done to us, man. They're going to go into slavery and captivity. Scripture says every one of them, every one of thine adversaries shall go into captivity. So there's no escaping the judgment. Right?
Oh, yeah.
Verse 9, it says, Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles.
Yeah, judgment day, man. Fuck, that's part of the judgment day. Sorry, man, because I'm just, keeping my eyes observant, but it's part of judgment day, man. Yeah, bro. That's what it is, man. We're going to get fucking judged, man.
That's it.
Think this shit's going to last forever, this maniac shit.
Nah, man.
If this maniac shit is going to last forever, bro, you might as well be gone.
That's it.
There's nothing to look forward to. You think this maniac shit's going to continue forever? It's fucking weirdos having, having their fun on the earth, like.
think this is what you wanted as well. This is verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into
That's
swords.
what's happening now. See Russia invading Ukraine, right? That's biblical prophecy. World War III. Then you got then China siding with, which we all know that anyway. The East against the West shit. That's gonna come to a head, man. They're gonna fucking go at it, man. And it's gonna end with them nuclear missiles.
That's it.
And America, which is Babylon the Great, that's the end days for America, bro. It's done. The height of America, which is Babylon, has had its time. Had its time a long time ago. Everyone knows it's a joke. Even you had the fucking those Chinese over in America, in China, they said they want their celebrities. They can't be like debaucherous like the American celebrities. They have to teach their people morals, basically. You know, like if you're a celebrity, you've got what's that thing when you have to? You're like a role model.
Oh yeah.
So when you look at America, look at their celebs in America, bro, which everyone loves here. Lady Gaga, fucking Britney Spears, Christina, all these dumb fucks, fucking stupid media,
Cardi B's
stupid fucking media that is brainwashed,
fries your
like,
brain and that.
makes you a fucking dummy.
Zombie.
So them fucking Chinese, them so-called Chinese, they said, yo, fuck our celebrities being like America. They actually cursed them out. That was recent. So you know this shit, it's all gonna start cracking. Look at this fucking music, dummies. Everyone loves dummies. Go ahead.
And it says,
So that's what it is. So that's part of it too. You know, everyone's coming against. As once they loved it, now they're cursing it out. So that's gonna lead to World War III. Go on, and we'll close after this. You break it down.
Verse 10 says, beat your plowshares into swords. All right, and the plowshares, you know, that's one of the tools you'll use for agriculture, farming. All right, but the minds of the people was going to be turned away from farming and agriculture to, you know, to warfare. All right, putting their money into ICBMs. All right, that's like the trend.
Yeah,
now.
you're gonna get nuked, boy.
To hell and back, innit?
You're gonna get nuked, boy.
That's what's gonna happen. You know, people think them nukes are just in a museum. Nah, man, they're gonna be used.
Well, hold on. America with Japan, right? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, they fucked them up. You think them fucking which they're Ammon according to the Bible. You think they forgot about that?
Yeah.
The scriptures tell you, man, every nation that's gonna come up against America, bro, they're gonna get it cracking, bro. Go on.
They want payback,
Go on.
man. You know,
They're gonna fucking nuke it, bro. Them Ammonites, they forgot about that.
They
Go
want
ahead.
payback, man.
Go
They
ahead.
want to get their peace too, man. And the Lord's going to allow them, right? Because it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. You seeing that? You know, the littler nations that were thought to be weaker, they got ICBM missiles, all right? India, they got missiles. You know, North Korea, you know, these other nations, you know, India, you know, these nations. Why do they have these technologies? Why do they have these weapons? It's for the World War III, right? The third woe, which is prophecy in the scriptures. That's what this is all leading up to. Like the brother's saying, we're seeing all the degeneracy in society. It's coming that way because those are like pangs. They're like signs, like labor pains. You know, different things that's happening that's going to head to the collapse of this place before ultimately the nuke comes, which we know the MOTB has to come first, right? Which that's what we're seeing at the door, man. You know, but then the Lord's going to rain missiles on this place, man. Okay, now it says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. I've got a quick preset. I can bang this one.
End it on this, yeah?
This is Isaiah 9 and
Go into it as well, right? Yeah. Go on.
real quick one. It's Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise. Yeah, and confused noise, like you see in ancient war movies, you know, 300 and Troy. You got, you know, armies of men charging at each other, battling. You know, you're so confused. You're seeing a, you know, multitude of men with swords and shields and spears. that's how ancient war was fought, right? The old ways in the past, right? But it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. You know? So yeah, that's what's coming. This one is going to be fought with missiles, ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, man. That's going to be the end result of World War III, where America, which is Babylon, is going to become like a lake of fire. You know, that's what the scriptures talk about after it's destroyed, man. You know, that's how it's going out, man. That's what I had.
And I know until next time, you know, who praises unto
Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash.
Double honor to our apostles and elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the Akim, man. Shalom to the hopeful elect brothers, man. Bless brothers, man. Bless.